Now we're just waiting for him to go through this part.
Hey, good afternoon. For all of you joining, we are now under a severe thunderstorm warning for much of Erie County. As you can see right here, we're getting a lot of lightning strikes being counted right now, a total of 19 so far. And it looks like the main areas that are in effect as of now look to be, let's just zoom in here and just remove the lightning counter and lightning strikes. Looks like Platea as well as Cranesville, even Albion. We are seeing these shades of purple as well as these darker shades. So the darker the shades are, the heavier the object is being picked up on the radar. So that indicates a good chance of hail. And the National Weather Service is issuing chances of some $half sized hail, so even larger than a quarter size. So it could likely reach up to an inch in diameter, maybe even a bit more. And that's indicated by the radar right here, mainly the purple and darker shades. And let's take a look at the lightning counter now. We are now seeing lightning counter adding up to about 20, and that's happening mainly in southwestern Erie County. That just kicked up to 21 now. And much of the lightning strikes are happening where the rain is heaviest, and that's pretty typical. And it looks like the system is moving towards the northeast. Let's do a little time lapse. Yeah, it's moving a bit northeast, and you can even see it expanding a bit, like within the last minute or so, or yeah, the last few minutes to now. You can actually see that expansion. Oh boy, that's a lot of convective activity, and it's likely going to strengthen a bit more as it makes its way through the rest of Erie County. And that's all thanks to much of the humidity and the heat that we've been getting earlier this afternoon. All right, hello to Mary, Karen, Celine, and Patty. Thank you all for joining. If you're joining right now, we are now under a severe thunderstorm warning for much of Erie County, and that's in effect until 5 p.m. So that'll be in effect until Tom A starts his weather broadcast on Jet 24 at 5 p.m. All right. So with this severe thunderstorm warning, chances of hail are likely pretty much north of Albion and over in Cranesville, and that's indicated by the purple and darker shades on the radar. So the darker the shades are, the heavier the object is being reflected towards the radar. So we are seeing chances of hail in that area, and the National Weather Service has called for maybe $half sized hail. So that's actually larger than quarter sized. So expect a hail possibly up to an inch in diameter. Also winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the wind radar right now. It seems like the strongest wind gusts are over out towards the east of cities like Platea as well as Cranesville, and just east of Albion as well. Okay, right now they're at 31.28. Okay, so they're not really at their maximum speed right now, but National Weather Service is calling for 60 mile per hour wind gust, and that could likely happen as the storm is expanding. Okay, let's take a look at the reflectivity here. Yeah, you can see the storm is expanding right there. So is the wind radar, and as that expands, we'll likely have a higher chance of wind speeds catching up to 6 miles per hour. Okay, I just noticed this brighter red right here. That's near Fairview. Okay, there's the 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and it's likely happening near Fairview as well as Girard right now. Maybe if we take a look at the weather camera over in Girard so far. We could probably take a look at how strong the winds are looking right over there. Okay, just pull up Girard. Oh, wow. Yeah, here's Girard right now. Yeah, Girard is seeing a lot of heavy rainfall. You can even see the rain just blowing around a bit, and that's where the excess of 60 mile per hour wind gusts are happening right now. And so if you're coming in from Girard, yeah, feel free to give us reports of what's happening over there. If you have wind gust reports or maybe even hail reports, yeah, just send them our way. Actually, Gerard, okay, not much wind. Though we are seeing a lot of rain happening on the weather camera right now. And Tara says, is that heading towards the city? Good question. Let's go back to the radar. Okay, so like I mentioned before, we are seeing it expanding. The direction it's going, if we look at this time lapse, it seems like at first it was going towards the northeast, but now it looks like the system's going east and northeast. So it could likely expand into Erie, but for the most part, it's heading towards Waterford. Now, the National Weather Service said that this system could likely give chances of excess wind speeds up to 60 miles per hour. And it seems like those reports are happening now close to Fairview. But it could likely reach into Waterford as well, maybe even closer to downtown Erie. But it seems like we're also seeing chances of hail, and that's indicated by the purple and darker shades on the radar. If you live near Albion, maybe you can give any hail reports if possible. And if this system also reaches to Waterford and is still sustaining itself, maybe even Edinburgh, give reports of hail as well if you live in those areas. Headed to Corey? Yes, Kathy, it is heading to Corey, but maybe it seems like Corey is out of the severe thunderstorm warning, though, so it may not be as strong by the time it reaches over there. It seems like the cities that will likely face some pretty severe weather include Waterford as well as Mill Village. Edinburgh is now starting to see some rain showers as indicated by the radar. Let's take a look at the Edinburgh weather camera. Where is it? Okay, so not much rain right now, but it is starting to increase by the radar. You can actually see the rain pellets now falling in the area, and they're starting to increase a little bit. But yeah, it seems like by the time it starts to really reach Edinburgh, we might likely get more rain happening in that area. Albion here, nothing. Okay. Yeah, it looks like Albion is in the clear as of now, but it seems like we are starting to get that system moving into Edinburgh as well as Waterford. Now, National Weather Service is calling for chances of hail as well as winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. That's Tom A.
Taking the lightning off of it right now.
Sorry, it's Tom A. speaking right now.
All right, let's go. Okay, so Fullinger Road, and you're looking at this right now, southwest corner of Erie County, Meadville Street, State Road here. I don't even, this is Crane Road over here, New Road here, Franklin Center Road here. You guys see where you are. That's just nastiness. Not only is it heavy rain and potential heavy downpours, but if you're in this area right here, you're getting some hail, and the hail could be large. Now, let me clear that out and take a look at the rest of the county here for you, because this severe thunderstorm warning is in effect until 5 o'clock. So it does cover the entire Erie County. And the cell itself, we want to get a little directional on here, is at this point moving to the east, okay? And they are saying it's moving to the east at 12, again, possibly with 2-inch diameter hail, and moving to the east at 17. So here's some of the towns, as you can see, that have the potential.
Okay, Tom May is gone now. Hello, Thomas. About Warren. Well, Warren is actually out of the severe thunderstorm watch, so Warren could be in the clear, even though the system might likely move just north of there. But yeah, likely in the clear. It doesn't seem to be anything severe as of now. But if we go over to Erie County, this is where all of the activity is happening. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 5 p.m. this afternoon. And let's take a look at the lightning counter. areas that are starting to see some pretty heavy rainfall, as well as winds kicking up to 60 miles per hour. They're also seeing thunderstorms, mainly negative strikes. Lightning strike counter has totaled up to 21. It could likely increase given that this system is expanding into central Erie County as well as southern Erie County. Okay, it looks like Edinburgh is starting to see a bit of moderate rainfall. Let's take a look at that. Okay, it looks like where the weather camera is right now, it still seems like things are
the Edinburgh
looking a bit calm.
All
All right, Tom's back.
In the background, we're on Jet Fox, your Erie Facebook Live with Jason or Jacob, so you can go over there. Now, right now, the wind gusts are not coming in that intense. The hail seems to be more of a problem, as well as the downpours and lightning. And if we look into what we call the rotation mode, we're not seeing any of that right now. So let us go back to the radar. And Jacob, you getting any reports from people in Southwest Crawford County?
Not at the moment, no. But okay.
So again, little loop for you guys here. It just kind of expands out of nothing, and it's trucking to the east. And you can also see up here another core developing in the Fairview area. Okay, right up in here. So some of it has leached north of Interstate 90. All right, so the main concern here is hail, heavy downpours. I want to check the lightning detection for you as well, just to see if that continues to increase. And we'll run our loop again. Remember, severe thunderstorm warning for Erie County, and it just slowly increases here. So this storm is not weakening at all. I'll take the lightning off for you guys down south here, and circle some of the more hazardous areas, I guess I should say, right down in here, okay, between Edinburgh and Albion, right here where you see this purple, and we're starting to develop something here. So we go in to give you guys a little more detail, and again, it's Crane Road, it's New Road, it's State Road, it's Franklin Center Road, and it's moving towards Edinburgh right here. And again, we'll go up north. Here's the second cell. It's out by Heidler Road, west of Mill Creek towards the Fairview area. So little cell developing there. So these are the two areas of concern right now. Now, as far as looking at pictures from weather cameras are concerned, I mean, just take a look at this. Okay, we are looking to the southeast or to the southwest with our weather camera right here at Jet TV. This is on our tower about 250 feet above us. And if you have any doubts about it, just take a look at this. I'm going to try to move it over so you guys can see this a little bit better. I mean, that is a rain shaft. Okay, it's not tornadic; it's a rain shaft.
Yeah, so that is a rain shaft over there, over in Summit Township, as you can see. Tom A just mentioned that behind me. If you heard him, yeah, there is a rain shaft happening over in Summit, and that could be seen from our weather camera from the tower cam. And it seems to be the rain shaft that's happening close to Fairview over in Heidler Road, and it seems to be making its way into downtown Erie. Like I mentioned before, the system was likely going to expand into downtown Erie, and now it looks like that could be the case. Now, National Weather Service calling for wind gusts maybe up to even excess of 70 miles per hour with half-dollar sized hail. Now, the darker shades seem to be where the hail is more likely, and seems to be reaching Edinburgh, and it just made its way out of Fairview. If we have anybody here from those areas, be sure to send reports if possible.
And again,
okay, Lori just said pea-sized hail.
Not to scare you, we're just
pea-sized hail and pouring rain in Edinburgh. Wow.
Talking about this severe thunderstorm.
Yeah, I could definitely see that being the case.
Main areas concerned down here. We'll skid on it once again to get you further information. We want to pass along the latest updates. Now, the hail size in this thing is down to 1.5 inches. So that's the potential hail size. But it's moving across the area. And again, Franklin Center, 436. Headed right into Edinburgh, almost over Franklin Center right now. McLean at 454. So again, we use the streets to tell you this is where you can get the damage. New Road, Crane Road, as well as Franklin Center Road. Obviously, you're crossing Fry Road eventually here, and just headed on into the Edinburgh area itself. So, what's that? Sorry, okay. Thanks for that. I'm getting help all over the place. Now, if you're to the north, you're still in the warning. And we're going to watch this cell right here for you. This one's right over the Weiss Library in the Fairview Milk Creek area. This is Sterretania Road right here. So this may have a bit of a hail core as well, but basically it's strong, heavy rains from Edinburgh to Worthington. We're getting a new warning here.
Okay, so near downtown Erie, we're starting to get a core of purple shades right here. This could indicate that hail could likely happen in areas of downtown Erie, as long as it actually is being picked up by radar. Purple and darker shades, yeah. Chance of hail over there. Take a look at the wind velocity right now.
This one. The one to the south is of more interest and more severity at this point.
Yeah, we're starting to see
storms, and we can also
wind gusts maybe up to 50 miles per hour over in downtown Erie, mainly just west
you guys,
of Prescott.
Over in Erie City, 4:44 p.m. Lawrence Park, 4:51. Wesleyville, 4:51. Harbor Creek, 4:58. So that's the northern core right there. And these guys just to the east will go to the core of that. And again, it's estimating hail size 1.5 inch in diameter, but it's moving to the east at about 17 miles per hour, and it's going pretty much over Edinburgh right now. So what I want to do is I want to switch from this view, as you see it to the south here, over to our Edinburgh camera and see what we can see on there. All right, we're going to be probably looking right down Main Street. You can see the rain falling in this shot. And you can also see the darkness on our Edinburgh camera. So this should start to be raining for you guys in Edinburgh. And again, be prepared for some hail in that area as well. I'm just going to move the camera a little bit. No rain downtown yet, but it is getting very, very close. And
yeah, here's the Edinburgh camera. It's starting to get a little dark over there. And
check the northern
that kind of follows pretty well with the rain
shots.
We are starting to see
a little bit of
rain showers moving into that area.
Of Girard. So
okay, Lori from Edinburgh said it's slowing down a bit now, but it's still looking a bit dark over there.
And the radar, just to keep you guys informed. Because as I said, we're here to prepare you, not scare you. This is a nasty looking cell. This one, not as nasty looking, but
there is a bit of a nasty looking cell happening just north of Edinburgh, but over in downtown Erie, not as nasty.
People in general, I guess you could say.
It seems like the storm is moving east-northeast, and it looks like it could expand a bit more into downtown Erie as well as Harbor Creek. You're seeing like the northern half of the system moving in that northeast direction, while the southern half is just moving eastward. So yeah, that could likely mean it could expand a bit more, maybe even into Harbor Creek as well as northeast. I can expect that maybe within the next 15 to 30 minutes. The severe thunderstorm warning will be in effect until 5 p.m. So yeah, within that time frame, Harbor Creek and northeast could likely get affected. That depends on if the system actually is sustained. Let's take a look at the lightning calendar right now.
But Erie and Crawford,
I think it was in the 20s earlier. Yeah, it's still in the 20s now, so it's sustaining itself. It could likely reach Harbor Creek and northeast before 5 p.m.
Here's the loop with light.
Harbor Creek was the hardest hit earlier.
Slowly increasing.
Yeah, I mean, that could happen again, but as of now, it's happening over in downtown.
The most concern right now. So we're just going to go back to street level mapping here. We're going to take the lighting off and real quickly. Watch out for you folks in Edinburgh. We're going to stop the loop also. So getting into Edinburgh, just to the north of Edinburgh, Crane Road, as well as Franklin Center Road, Fry Road, Eureka Road, Silverthorne Road, New Road. You can see with each additional street, it's kind of going right over. This is 99 here, the McLean area. So north of Edinburgh seems to be hit the hardest. So what I want to do here is I want to go back to the Edinburgh camera and then spin it around for you guys, just to be able to see if we can get a better view of what's going on here. So to recap, just be in a safe place in Erie County until 5 o'clock. If you're out in Northeast or Wattsburg or out to Greenfield Township, not seeing a whole lot of activity yet. These storms are to your south and west. So we're trying to get a different view here. Stay with us. And we'll try it one more time. So again, south of 90, north of Edinburgh, and moving across those streets near 99 and probably east of 98 with the heaviest cell here. And we're watching any further reports from the Weather Service to try to see if we can't get any additional information. It seems that, and you're going to watch a camera spin here, so just hang on for a second. We're going to take it up to the north here and get a better view. All right. Okay, so we're going north, and then we're going to go up in the skies. So this is looking up Route 99.
Mainly
I guarantee you're going to see some darkness. Maybe not
seeing a bit of purple and dark shades
that you had on the other camera, but that's the storm
that happened over there.
Capable of 1 to 2 inch hail. Getting any hail reports here, Jacob?
I'm not getting any hail reports from Edinburgh right now.
Any from anywhere?
It seems like Lori from Edinburgh saying no air moving whatsoever.
All right. So still, what's going on here is a severe thunderstorm warning, and it is in effect until 5 o'clock.
Okay, we are getting heavy rain north of Edinburgh, but no hail.
Heavy rain north of Edinburgh. Trying to switch the camera here. Sorry, guys. It's taking its time, and then we'll go back to radar. Check out some streets and keep you informed as far as any additional alerts are concerned.
Okay, we just got hail in Mill Creek. It seems to be the northern cell, mainly in effect for downtown Erie.
Okay, you got some hail in Mill Creek, so I'm gonna go over to the airport for a second here and try to do this. I'm having a little bit of a hard time switching this camera. Are we on the right channel here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see
we're just going to go back to radar here because
the northern part of the cell seems to be expanding towards downtown Erie and Harbor Creek, maybe even to northeast. Later before 5 p.m. and that's the time when the severe thunderstorm warning will no longer be in effect.
Pretty much in the same place, heading across 99 and to the north of Edinburgh. Here's the secondary. This is up here.
This is the secondary.
It's already producing hail in the Mill Creek area. You can see kind of right here as if you're driving on 79 up to the Bayfront, it's going right over that right now. And this one's probably headed into the south side of the city there. So be prepared for heavy downpours, perhaps some gusty winds, but more importantly, some hail. And that could be up to or exceeding 1 inch in diameter, and that's going to do some damage. So the warnings are in effect until 5 p.m. We're going to switch over to velocity mode here just to check on potential for some winds. And again, we're starting to get some higher wind gusts in here. So this one around Edinburgh up to 54, the one in the northern side of the storm at 43. So not only preparing for hail, which is already occurring, but strong winds that can do some damage as well. Going to check the rotational situation. At this point, it doesn't look, it's not screaming severe or spin up at this point. But I'm just going to, again, with these two storms, we're just going to check into a couple areas here. Again, when you see this kind of image from a radar, I want to explain what it's showing here. The reds are winds moving away from the radar, and the greens are winds moving towards the radar. Okay, so red away, green towards. Now there's spacing in here. Okay, and that's good. If they were to start to hook up and get next to each other, and you start to see some brighter colors like these brighter reds or brighter greens, that's when we start worrying about rotation. But right now with the storm, this is more of a hail heavy downpour, and once again, we check lightning situation. So we're just going to stay with you. I'm going to try these cameras one more time to see if I can get control of something here and keep you informed. We are on Facebook Live. Jacob, feel free to relay any other reports or information that the public is sharing with us. Just doing some camera work here. As you're looking to the north, there we go. That's what we wanted. Okay, so this one's up at our station. So if you're south of 90, we're headed down towards Edinburgh.
Okay, now we're starting to see that rain falling. You can actually see it.
We're gonna keep going here for a few minutes and just continue to watch this. Let us move the camera a little bit for you. Again, this is the view from our station. All right, this is looking south, and you can see the rain falling in front of it. Now we're not getting the heavy rain, but
I think this is actually looking out west.
South. Okay, so there's the shaft. We were looking west. Jacob is right.
Yeah.
We're swinging around to the south here, and you can see how dark it is. So that's exactly confirming what the radar was seeing. It is north of Edinburgh, okay, and it is east of the airport for now. I'm gonna go to the airport for a second. Getting some rain there. Gonna move this camera a little bit more too. Open it up a little bit for you guys. All right, and swing it around just a bit to the east to find that cell to the north. So again, Erie and Crawford under a severe thunderstorm watch, but Erie County right now until 5 o'clock on a severe thunderstorm warning, which has produced hail and some gusty winds. This is not a tornado warning. At this point, this storm is not tornadic, but as you look to the south of the airport, and you can see it getting darker as you look to the east. So if you're commuting and talking about leaving work or anything like that, we're going to show you again on radar the areas of concern. Okay, and there they are to the south. We still have a hail core here. I'm going to check on the skids because hail has been a product of these storms. We have had some power outages. We have also had some damage to cars. We've also had some trees down with the earlier storm that went across Erie County. So again, with this one, we're getting, I want to see if I can get something more updated here as far as speed of movement is concerned. Okay, still moving east at 18. So what you can expect here is the storm, which is now between Crane Road and Fry Road and north of Edinburgh, is going to move to the east. So if it's moving at about 18 miles per hour, I'm going to give a little heads up to you guys over in Union City. Within the hour, it's there and going through Corey if it holds together. The one to the north here, the one to the north is one that has been a little bit less intense, but is already producing hail. But that is going right over the city right now. So you guys in the city of Erie and out to Bell Valley and eventually Lawrence Park and Meadville getting hit with some heavy rain and possibly some hail as well. So we'll watch, the evolution of both these two. Then we'll use cameras to give you actual data. Then we'll check on these hail cores again. So what I want to do is take the lightning off of here. Downtown Erie, we'll get to you in just a second. If I can get this thing to move. There we go. And
if someone was wondering if we might get this in Warren, but Warren is not in the severe thunderstorm.
Yeah, if you're out in Warren or Chautauqua County, this is not a big concern for you at this, or Warren County is not a big concern.
Yeah, it's not a big concern right now.
So these storms are at least maintaining. So as we move to more of a, there's Girard for you right there. It's past Girard. This is the airport. It's moved east of Girard, or east of the airport right now. And we're going to get you a couple more views here. First of all, let's go downtown.
There's Gerard. It's moved past Gerard right now.
All right. I mean, that's
Here's
just wicked.
downtown.
And you can see the cell over here. Okay. You've got rain, you got wind, you possibly getting some hail. Any more hail reports, Jacob, from anybody?
Let's see. P size from Bob
Right.
Herman. Where does he live again? Okay.
Okay, Franklin Center, it's just been P size.
It's hailing in Edinburgh right now.
Hailing in Edinburgh right now. I mean, this looks just ominous. I mean, just take a look at this. We're tilting this to the west. This is the storm that's coming in from the west. This is the northern branch storm. Okay, kids? And I mean, so downtown, prepare for that. Another view could be the bayfront.
And now we got a report that's hailing in. We got a report that's hailing in Erie.
Okay, now we've got the hail in Erie. So you've got the storm going across the city, at least 5 to 10. Okay, and we've got the other one to the south, which is moving to the north of Edinburgh. So we just got to kind of wait this out, look at things very ominous shut. All right, and we're going back to radar just to track it mile by mile. Maybe Dorian, you can help me with this one, and if you can hear me, we'll stop it right here. So here's the one going over town.
All right,
I just saw you guys in Harbor Creek.
See, it's still
and
expanding.
Wesleyville
Into
and
downtown
Northeast.
Erie.
You're next, okay? Downing Avenue, McClellan, out to Shannon Road, eventually Saltzman Station. Get ready for heavy downpours, maybe some wind gusts and potential hail. And you guys down here going right over 99, right here over in Erie County. So that's the way things are going right now. Again, we will check on velocity, getting a little enhancement here. We talk about hail, we talk about wind gusts to 50 miles per hour just north of the interstate. We talk down here, just north of Edinburgh, 45. So the factors that are operating in this situation are hail and wind, heavy downpours, and lightning. So we're going to go back to base reflectivity right now, kind of give you a little bit of a wrap up. And if we're getting any more damage reports, Jason, or Jacob, I'm sorry.
He still calls me Jason. Let's see. We're just seeing raining in Harbor Creek off of Saltzman Station. Hail on Old Route 99. Yeah. Okay. So Tom A has just left, and I will continue covering what this storm has in store for the rest of Erie County. So as you can see here, it's still making its way into the northern part of the county, still expanding into these two cells. We can also see a third cell developing just behind the cell to the south, though that one is not looking as severe as what we are seeing with the other two cells. Edinburgh, it seems to be moving out of Edinburgh as we speak right now. Now it's heading into Waterford. If you live in that area, yeah, just be prepared for pretty high wind speeds. Let's take a look at the winds right now. Seems like they are increasing, and it seems like the highest ones are just north of Edinburgh. I believe that's like 50 to 60. Yeah, 50 to 60. So yeah, just be careful of winds in excess of 50 to 60 miles per hour. And of course, be on the lookout for hail. Seems like the purple shades are indicating that hail is happening. That's being indicated by the radar. And seems to be moving that way, as you can see by this time lapse. It's moving into Waterford. That's for the cell to the south. For the cell to the north, it seems like it's heading towards Harbor Creek as well as northeast. Now, Harbor Creek did get hit pretty hard earlier this afternoon, and it could get hit again. That is if this purple shading actually does make it over there. Now let's see if there are any more reports. Hail, wind, rain on Nayland Road in Edinburgh. Oh boy, yeah. Well, thankfully this cell is starting to move out of Edinburgh as we speak right now. And if we go to the Edinburgh weather camera, I'm just going to pull it up real quickly. Let's take a look at what Edinburgh looks like right now. Okay, so you don't really see much rain on the camera, but we are still seeing some of those stormy skies. And thankfully, the system has moved out for the most part from Edinburgh, as can be seen on the weather camera. But there might still be some activity happening over there. So if you have any more reports in Edinburgh, just send them our way. Hail on the east side of Erie. Yeah, let's take a look at the east side of Erie. You can see still seeing some purple just east of Erie. So that's indicating a bit of hail happening that way. Also seeing some severe thunderstorms, as can be seen by the lightning counter. Let's pull up the lightning counter. Yeah, total of 24 strikes so far. That has not changed very much. So the storm is sustaining itself as we speak, and it looks like those two cells are eventually going to separate given the direction that each of them are heading. So the one to our north will likely go towards the northeast, while the one in the south will likely head towards east, and will likely hit Waterford as well as Union City next. Corey, be prepared, but thankfully Corey is not in the severe thunderstorm warning area. It's in the watch area, so Corey might be dealing with a few thunderstorms, but maybe nothing as severe as what the rest of Erie County is facing. Union City is sprinkling now. Yep, Union City is starting to get a few light showers. That's indicated by the green. Then it will likely be followed by the yellow, which is moderate. Red, start to see some heavy downpours there. And if it's purple, you could see a mix of heavy downpours as well as hail. And we are getting a lot of reports of hail. Got reports of hail from Edinburgh as well as just east of Erie. Maybe we could get some in Harbor Creek if the purple is still being shown. We can already see the system moving into Harbor Creek. So got any Harbor Creek people watching right now? Give out any reports if possible. And also we may see that storm heading into Northeast pretty soon. So if you live in Northeast, of course, give us some reports as well. So let's take a look at a time lapse of how this storm has developed. So you can see the storm has really expanded, and looks like it's continuing to expand. We're seeing a third cell just west of Waterford and just west of this cell to our south here. Thankfully, this cell is not as extreme as these two other cells. Seems like conditions are starting to cool down a bit after those two cells have moved out. So that may be the reason why we're not really seeing much severe activity for this cell, though it is heading into Girard right now. Maybe we can see what's happening in Girard if I just pull up the weather camera over there. All right, Girard. Yeah, we're starting to see rain falling down in Girard right now, but as you can see, it's not really as heavy. And like I mentioned before, that cell that we've seen earlier, yeah, it's not as extreme as the other two cells that we have already seen and are now passing through Erie County. Barely sprinkling in Wattsburg. Yep, we're starting to see rain moving into Wattsburg. And in the meantime, yeah, just keep sending reports, and I'll see where we're starting to see more hail, and I'll explain more about where the system is going. Hailing on Old State and Comer roads. Okay. Aha. Yes, I see Comer Road. You can see the purple shades happening around here, and you can even see lightning strikes that are happening there as well. The total strikes have actually increased to 36, so that pretty much means the system is still developing, and we're not really going to see it weakening for now, but hopefully that will happen by the time it moves out of the area where the severe thunderstorm warning is happening, and that's indicated by the orange area. The severe thunderstorm warning is in effect until 5 p.m., and given that we're still seeing activity here, they may extend that. We're now 7 minutes away from 5 p.m., or the system could likely start weakening by that time, and then the warning will likely not be issued anymore. The warning could likely move into Chautauqua County, though, and it may even move into this part of Erie County where Corey is. So if the system sustains by that time, then we could see the warning shift over to Chautauqua County and this part of Erie County as well. Sun is coming out in northern Mill Creek. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, let me just remove the lightning real quickly. Oops. Yeah, we're starting to see a bit of clearing just south of downtown Erie. So yeah, we're starting to see a bit of sunshine in Mill Creek, maybe even in Edinburgh as well. Let's take a look at the Edinburgh camera. Edinburgh. Yeah, we are starting to, yeah, it's not really raining as much in Edinburgh right now, though we are still seeing a bit of cloud cover. If I can just shift the camera a little bit over there. Let's see. Edinburgh.
That yours? Good. Right over.
Yeah, as you can see from the camera rotating eventually, there we go. Conditions don't look as severe over in Edinburgh, though we are still seeing some pretty high wind speeds. You'll see that later with all of the flags waving around. Yeah, we are still seeing some pretty windy conditions down there, but thankfully it's not raining as much. We are starting to hear thunder a bit over here. So it's starting to move through Summit Township, and I think it's now moving towards northeast. Yeah, it's starting to get closer to northeast, but now it's likely in effect for Harbor Creek as well as Waterford. That's mainly those two cells over there. All right. Do we have any reports in Waterford or Harbor Creek right now? Are we seeing any hail over there, or is it just heavy rain?
Where you are.
Well, in the meantime, I might as well explain where the storm is heading. And well, we see this cell right here, just north of Edinburgh. It moved out of Edinburgh, but is now affecting Waterford. And it seems to be making its way northeast from its location, and looks like the northern cell is moving towards the northeast and into northeast right there. But right now it's affecting much of Harbor Creek, and by the time it reaches northeast, that may be within the next 10 minutes. The severe thunderstorm warning is in effect until 5 p.m., though we are getting pretty closer to that time, and it looks like the storm is not really weakening as we speak right now. So if any chance, the warning could probably shift towards the east. You have anything to say, Tom?
Yeah,
anything to add?
We're going to talk for just a second here, kids. So just watch the radar. Hang on, Cole. We got a broadcast. We got a broadcast coming up, so we're talking a little bit lower.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like Tom said, we do have a broadcast coming up at 5 p.m., so we're gonna have to keep it at a bit of a lower tone. So, yeah, I'll just keep things a bit quiet, but I'll still be talking about this storm system right here. As of now, it is moving into the northeastern part of Erie County, and this other cell right here is trying to make its way into the eastern half, but it's likely just affecting Waterford right now. This cell is affecting Harbor Creek. Okay. Yeah, sorry for not hearing me earlier. That's because Tom was talking to me, mentioning that we were having a broadcast at 5, so I'm going to keep my voice low for now. And like I mentioned earlier, we are seeing this third cell developing just south of Fairview and north of Albion. And now it looks like it's developing a bit. You can start to see a bit of purple shading right here. With this purple shading, that could likely be that we are seeing a bit of hail. Hey Tom, real quickly, how do I get the hail reports, like the hail chances on here? I'm trying to figure.
Oh, that's the skits?
Yeah, the skits.
That's skits. Crazy mouse. Working together with the newscast coming on.
Oh, you just click on those. Okay. Thank you for that. Yeah. All right. So hail chances are 100% in within this shaded area. It looks like by the purple shaded areas, McLean is starting to get a bit of hail over in that area. Okay, it looks like Branchville now is getting affected by this. McLean was just 4 minutes ago. Goddard 27 minutes. Waterford 26 minutes ago. It seems like the chances of hail are at 100%. And if these purple shades do go over to Waterford, we could likely see hail reports over there. Right now, seeing much of that purple shading over in McLean. So if you live near that area, you do have hail reports, be sure to send them our way. Also, feel free to send pictures to our Facebook as well. All right, looks like the severe thunderstorm warning has been canceled. We're still seeing that severe thunderstorm watch though, so conditions are still looking like they have the necessary ingredients for severe weather to happen. All right, Penny has given us some golf ball size hail happening in. Are we seeing rotation near 99? Good question. I might as well pull up that the wind velocity right now. Oh, that's a weird color. I don't know why that color is showing up.
Yeah, we don't need it right now.
Okay, but we are seeing a bit of a difference in coloring right here. So that does indicate a bit of a rotation. Seems like we're seeing a bit of green, light green right here and light pink. So the different colors, that's radar indicated of some rotation, though it doesn't tell us that a tornado will strike down in that area. We can also see a bit of that happening near Harbor Creek as well as Lawrence Creek. It's happening north of 90. And we're seeing that happening in Waterford as of now. Heavy rain in Waterford. Okay, the color just changed. Let's go back to the reflectivity. Yeah, we are seeing heavy rain in Waterford right now. That's indicated by Waterford red, and with the purple shading happening, we could see some hail, chances of hail moving over there. We're seeing a hail 100% chance, so yeah, be prepared for any hail. If you have a car parked outside, yeah, you wanna try to protect that as much as possible. Hail could likely strike down there and maybe break some windshields if it is severe enough. Severe hail is at a 60% chance too. Yeah, and also stay indoors. You definitely don't want to feel this hail coming down. All right. Let's take a look at this new cell. Let's take a look at Harbor Creek right now. As of now, Harbor Creek is having a 50% chance of hail, and that is that's indicated by the red and yellow shading. That's where the heavier precipitation is happening. And this is happening in Lawrence Park. That was 3 minutes ago. Fairfield 5 minutes ago. Harbor Creek 10 minutes ago. Now it looks like Northeast is likely getting into this area, probably within the next 26 minutes. I'm sorry, did I say ago? I mean later. Harbor Creek 10 minutes later, Moorhead 17 minutes later, and Northeast 26 minutes later. So this will likely, this storm system right here will reach to Northeast with a 50% chance of hail. Hail size at this point looks like it's less than half an inch. But if we go down here, the hail chances are stronger. This is with this southern cell. Now if we go over to near Girard, we are starting to see some more severity over there. But it looks like the chances of hail are not happening over there, but we are seeing a 100% chance of hail near Waterford. No hail in Waterford as of now, but looks like it could happen in Waterford probably within the next 26 minutes.
The Board of Trustees will be on campus today and tomorrow.
So this is where much of the hail activity is happening within this shaded area. Given this information, it could reach into McLean within the next 4 minutes, Sibleyville 16 minutes, Jackson 26 minutes, also Waterford 26 minutes. Hail size could reach up to 1.25 inches. So yeah, if you live in Waterford, within the next half hour, be sure to look for protection. And National Weather Service is calling for a bit of hail, and what they recommend, just stay indoors. And if you do have a garage, be sure to put your car in the garage. If not, be sure to give some protection for your car as much as possible. House is getting pummeled in Waterford. Okay, yeah, we are starting to see some rain showers over in Waterford. Union City seems to be next in this area, but we're not getting any forecasts for hail in that area as of now, but we are getting forecasts for moderate to heavy rainfall. If we look at this time lapse, yeah, we're starting to see that moving into not just Waterford, but also Union City. Okay, it looks like we are now under another severe thunderstorm warning. This one is until 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Yeah, I kind of figured there was going to be another severe thunderstorm warning, given that we're still seeing these strong cells. Looks like this third cell is now developing pretty well, but the first cell that we have seen earlier seems to be weakening a bit as it's heading into the northeast. But the main cells are over in Waterford as well as just south of Girard. And if we zoom in a bit more, we can see State Road south of Girard, as well as Dally Corners, Fillinger Road, Mill Street, Peach Street over just south of Girard, South Line 90. Yeah, we are going to see maybe chances of hail within that area. If we just click on here, yeah, hail 100% chance, severe hail 20% chance, with size reaching half an inch. All right, we just got a report saying that it's hailing in Waterford right now. As for the next round, that is just west. Yeah, that round is starting to develop quite a lot right now. But we are starting to see hail happening in Waterford. Yep, it's within that area, and it could likely reach Sampson as well. Hail chances 100%, hail size up to an inch, saying up to, so it could be within an inch, it could be less than an inch within that area. All right.
All right, just one break. How much? What? I need lots of time cues. Okay, we just.
Sorry, getting a lot of talking back here. We're in a broadcast right now. Thankfully, we're in the break, so I can raise my voice a little bit here. So, someone mentioned before that we are starting to see another cell developing just in the western parts of Erie County, just south of Girard. Hail chances are looking at 100%, and within this area, the local streets that could be impacted include Mill Street as well as South Creek Road, Beckman Road, Francis Road. Let's take a look at the lightning counter now. Yeah, not just hail, but also thunderstorms. And if you look at the lightning counter, seems like we're still staying at a steady 20s for the lightning counter, and starting to see a lot popping up just around Girard and even into Fairview as well. If you live in those areas, if you have any reports of hail or close to Girard or Fairview, yeah, just send them our way. Yeah, it is still thundering though. Hail in McCain still at about half an inch, some bigger. Yeah, it seems like where McCain is around this area, it does seem like that system is still moving around there. And let's see. Let me just me just remove the lightning counter real quickly. So this third cell that developed earlier, it's starting to move towards the eastern direction, and in this shaded area, this is where we could likely see chances of hail from Girard into Fairview, maybe even into Middleborough, Branchville. McLean could see a second round of a chance of hail as well. That is depending on if the system actually does move into McLean and if it doesn't move too far north. Waterford is now starting to see some of this purple shading as well. Severe hail chance 50%. Light rain and thunder in Wattsburg, no wind though. Thanks for mentioning wind. Let's take a look at what wind looks like right now. Let me just clear out all this information. Okay, yeah, wind is looking like it's on the calmer side for the most part, but it seems like south of Waterford is where it's at its strongest. Whoops. See, the brighter red is at 62 miles per hour. That's just east of Edinburgh, west of Mill Village, south of Waterford. But over in Waterford, the wind speeds are not actually as strong. Sorry about that. Oh, come on. 15 miles per hour. Yeah, the winds are not really as strong. Waterford is in between 15 miles per hour and 31 miles per hour. Winds are not looking very strong in Girard either. So yeah, the wind doesn't seem to be the biggest problem, but the big problem for us right now seems to be the hail. Yeah, we are seeing a 100% chance of hail. And again, if you're getting any reports of hail, be sure to send them our way. Pea-sized hail by the Giant Eagle. I believe it's the Giant Eagle on Peach Street. Maybe not. You're gonna have to be a little more specific with that Giant Eagle, but yeah, it seems like the higher chances of hail are just east of Platea, south of Girard. Seems to be making its way into Francis Road, Falls Road, Franklin Center. And that's indicated by the purple shades as well as the darker shades. So the darker the shade, the more likely we're going to see heavier precip. And it's not just going to be rain, also hail. This is all happening under the severe thunderstorm warning, which is in effect until 6 p.m. Seems to be making its way into Corey now. So for people who live in Corey, just be sure to get reports ready. French Creek, we may start to see some reports over there as well. But it seems like the main activity is happening over in Waterford. Marble size Girard by Giant Eagle. Thank you, Michael. Okay, so we have been getting marble size hail over in Girard. If I just go to the Facebook page right now, I feel like they have been sending a lot of pictures of hail. So we can get pictures of hail, seeing what they look like as of now. Let me just pull up the comments. Okay. Oh, I don't see any pictures right now, but if you do happen to have pictures of hail, be sure to send them our way. We actually did get one picture earlier showing the comparison between hail and quarter, and the hail was actually larger. All right. Nothing down in Conkerton. Looks like a funnel cloud coming down in Girard. Ooh. Maybe we'll be able to pick that up on a Girard weather camera. Let's see here. All right, that's Edinburgh. Where's Girard now? Girard. Ooh. Well, with Gerard, it's the visibility looks pretty low in Gerard, so we might not be able to see much of a funnel cloud. But yeah, you can definitely see how much of an impact this storm is happening, especially the south that's to the farthest west. A lot of heavy rain happening over in Gerard, and even a bit of reports of hail over there as well. Um, As for Edinburgh, on the other hand, Edinburgh seems to be in the clear for the most part. Yeah, if you live in Edinburgh, you're likely not going to get much rain. Yeah, it seems like Edinburgh's in the clear, but as for Gerard, still seeing some heavy downpours within that area. And again, looking at a 100% chance of hail. So yeah, if you live near this area, just be sure to stay indoors as much as possible. National Weather Service strongly recommends that. You're going to see a lot of hail reports over there, I'm sure. Um, yeah. Anything to add?
No, just looking at stuff. No more reports of hail, just mainly heavy downpours is what you're seeing. Pea size and water for marbles. Okay, good. So we appreciate all your reports here, and just keep them coming. We're gonna continue to monitor these warnings and watches.
Yeah, we're going to continue to monitor these warnings and watches. As of now, we're under a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect until 6 p.m. You can see that we are now seeing the two main cells down here. It's indicated by all of the purple shades, and the darker shades indicate a chance of hail. And as you can see within this shaded area right here, hail is a possibility, 100% chance. And the darker shades look like near Falls Road as well as Avonia Road, even down near Eureka Road, and that's just west of McLean. And seems like this cell is starting to make its way into parts of McLean, maybe even closer to downtown Erie. Could see it happening in Mill Creek, maybe even Summit Township. Now, as for the second cell, that's heading towards Waterford. Hail chances at 100% chance. Severe hail of 50% chance.
Just a second, I just got to talk to Jacob. Okay, just taking over for Jacob for just a moment. We got a lot of things going on, and we certainly appreciate your reports. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Patty. And good to have you all here. So as he was showing you here, we've got pretty much two distinct cells. So let me talk about it a little further. And you guys that have any information, reports, we're always interested in your reports. So let me clear some of this stuff off. And I also want to pay attention to, can clear these things up. There we go. To the entire audience. And I know there's some of you watching from Chautauqua County and Warren County. This thing looks like it goes north of Warren. It's already staying north of Crawford County. So this is just a nasty couple of cells that continue to traverse mainly Erie County south of Interstate 90. All right. Now we did have that little split off that went to the north here. And that is moving east of northeast, if you will. But that is not the severe part of the storm. That's heavy downpours. These two cells continue to provide problems. So I want to check on the strength of them right here by using lightning. Okay, so you see how this thing pops up to about 53, and now it's down to 25. So there has been a little weakening of the cells. That's one way we can tell it, but the warning is still in place until 6 p.m. So we want you to keep your guard up, and we want you to remember, especially if you're south of 90, that there are there is the potential for more damage, and it's basically been in the form of hail. So again, let me go down here and just inspect the hail, tell you the roads that, I mean, it's just going right through downtown Waterford right here. And our radar does have the ability to estimate hail size with this. So you can get anywhere from ½ inch to 1 inch hail going across Trask Road and Tamarack Road there. And I can switch to the other side here and go to the other cell for those of you guys in the West County. Now the core of the hail is right here south of Fairview. So again, Route 98 crossing I-90 there, and then we'll give a little bit of an estimate here. This is estimating ½ inch hail, but the overall picture is this, folks. That is capable for a little larger than that, and we've already seen quarter size hail, which is 1 inch in diameter, and that's the kind of hail that tends to do the most damage. Now, as far as tracks are concerned, there's the track of the east side storm, or I should say the one over Waterford, headed towards Arbuckle. And again, the radar estimating the hail can be up to 1 inch diameter. So if you are over here, you know, this is where it's going. What they're calling West Green, all right, Donation Road, Dublin Road, Hill Road, towards Wattsburg and south of Greenfield. That's one, okay? That's one little cell right there. Let me take that off. Hang on. And then go to the other one over here for you guys. And again, this is down by Eureka Road, State Route 98, up to Sterotania Road right here. I'll call it the Western Storm. And get a little skin on that. And you can see that, you know, this is also headed towards Arbuckle and basically along the south of 90. So if they're moving at about 17 miles per hour, again, the severe thunderstorm warning in effect till 6 p.m., we can just kind of track when they'll hopefully finally be out of here by looking at the cores here. All right. So those of you in eastern Erie County, if it's moving at 17 miles per hour, the back core of this is going to take probably another hour to clear Erie County. The back core of this may take a little longer. Now, we show you lightning just to show you that the storm is morphing and it can go up and down. So the warning is till 6 p.m., but there's always the chance that things, you know, can wind down a little bit before that. So I want to do lightning one more time here and just see if we are seeing any decrease. Again, this one goes up to 50, down to 24, but it actually goes down to about 20, and then it hops back up to 24. Okay. Can you do it from any newsroom? Yeah, why don't you go in there? We're just continuing to work together to give you the latest. And people talk in terms a lot of in terms of rotation, but right now this has been a severe thunderstorm warning with a history of hail, heavy downpours, lightning, and some gusty winds. So I want to stop this thing and just look at some wind in here, and then we'll peek in and see if there's any evidence of rotation. But basically what we've got going on here at this point is wind gusts into the 30s. So this hasn't been a huge wind maker, but 45 is pretty strong south of Waterford. So you want to be concerned with ½ inch to inch hail, wind gusts that can approach 50 with these storms. And on the rotation side, because most people always want to, you know, figure out about that. What you're looking at here, rain moving away from the radar is in the red like this. Rain moving towards the radar is like this, toward and away. Okay, so if you dive into here, if these reds and greens were attached, then you would be looking at rotation, but they're really not. So we're not, this is a severe thunderstorm warning, not a tornado warning. The main threats obviously are heavy downpours as well as gusty winds and hail at this point, and the warning continues in Erie County. Nothing else for the other areas. Now, the other thing I want to draw your attention to over here is that mess. Okay, and if I do my distance tracking here, you can see that this stuff is about 70 miles offshore, and these guys are moving east at 33. So in another 2 hours, we could be dealing with this stuff. Okay, so let me go back to your comments and see if you guys have sent me any reports or if you have any questions. Okay. Union City looks like, you know, maybe the bulk of it goes to the north, but don't let your guard down. Let's see. Lakeshore and Northeast, that's what Chris was we were talking about before. The fact that that's not really a severe cell. Thank you, Laura. We appreciate your reports from Waterford. Ron on the east side, thank you for that. Jen Forever Young, I think we're basically looking at something that would be probably more towards after 7. Let's see. And right now, nothing immediately threatening your area, east side, Cornman Run. Rain, Kayla over at Seneca. Yeah, let me move this storm a little bit for you, just to get it on a better view. You see what's potentially coming across, but
Oh, you see the clouds moving in. See the clouds moving in.
all right. So there you go. Just so you get the full meal deal of where things are. And again, a lot of this stuff seems to be tracking just to the south of 90 right here, but on the west side, you kind of never know. Most of it's trying to stay south of 90, but you got a little leaching over here in Fairview area. So you take that off for you. Get back to your comments. I will add a loop with lightning. And we'll watch the counter. You got it taken care of?
You really not like call.
What's that?
You not like call the number.
No, I mean the CC. Do we have it for 5:30 and 6?
I'm not so sure.
Okay. Well,
It looked like
no, I'm talking about in the show.
Oh, the CC in it. Yeah, I copied it over.
Okay, so that's in 5:30 and 6.
That's what you meant. Okay.
Yeah.
I already did that. Okay.
All right, you're good. All right.
I was totally thinking about something else.
That's okay. Just keeping all the fires burning here, Jacob helping me out here. Take these skits off. All right. So there's the bulk of the storm. The rest of you guys not seeing a whole lot. I'm gonna let Jacob take over in just a minute or two because I gotta get back to TV duties. But there's your storm. The lightning is starting to increase again. So we're gonna have to keep our eyes on that. And that's why we have a severe thunderstorm warning continuing until 6 o'clock for Erie County. Getting back with some of your comments, moving to the east, it's been like 18, 20 miles per hour. I don't think you're in the clear. Let's see. What else? I think you're okay for the most part in the city of Erie, but you might get brushed by the one to the south. Thank you for the report in McCain. Rain is moving towards Wattsburg. You're welcome. Quiet in Corey. It's headed towards you. Pea-sized hail won't hurt, but you know, we have had some reports from of higher amounts. Marble, thank you, Lynn. Great to hear from you. Fells over the lake, 7:30, 7:15. I'm not sure, Corman. I mean, you know, it looks like it's all headed to your south, but I would wait another 15 minutes. All right, thank you. I'm going to let Jacob take over here. I got to work on TV stuff, so why don't you come right on in?
All right.
And Jacob's going to take over the field football.
Hello, I am back. Can I grill now? Well, I would definitely not recommend it with this system moving through.
I've answered this question.
Yeah. Pretty good thunder. Yeah, it is pretty good thunder, Bill. Thank you, Ken. Lots of hail now and bigger than before from Tony. Yeah, and we are starting to see all those reports of hail moving through the county. Let's start to zoom into this system right now. Now let's stop at the latest. Okay. A lot of lightning strikes. We have seen that this system has definitely increased in intensity with time. It started off with just a few lightning strikes. We saw at 4:29, just an hour ago, we were dealing with 24 lightning strikes within the county. That has increased to 53. So yeah, the system has definitely expanded, and we're starting to see it move through Waterford into Wattsburg, and then maybe even into Corey sometime within the next few minutes. Union City is already starting to see heavy downpours as indicated by the radar. Seems like this system, in general, it's moving towards the northeast, and it looks like these two cells that formed independently earlier this afternoon are now starting to converge a bit. So we're starting to see this one massive cell spreading out from central Erie County into southeastern Erie County. So over in the southeast, cities affected will likely be Union City, which is being affected right now, maybe even Concord, as well as Corey. If we go down and zoom in even more, cities or streets in Union City now seeing heavy rainfall include State Route 97, as well as Murray Hill, Kimball Hill Road, now starting to see a few shades of purple. So that could also lead to a chance of hail. Speaking of hail, 100% chance within this shaded area. Starting to see severe hail up to 70%. And yeah, I could definitely believe that. There's a darker shade right here within all that purple shade. So that's a bit heavier within that area. So yeah, be on the lookout for hail, which will likely move across streets like Dublin Road as well as Druva Road. Seems to be moving into Arbuckle as well as near Wattsburg. So if it sustains itself within the next few minutes, maybe 10 minutes or so, Wattsburg could get reports of hail once again. Yeah, looking at this shade right here. Similar cases for hail, 100% chance with severe hail at 70%. All this is happening within a severe thunderstorm warning, and it's in effect until 6 p.m. So we still have another half an hour, and pretty much Crawford County as well as Erie County, they're in a severe thunderstorm watch. So even though there's a warning happening over there, we are seeing a watch in Crawford County. So what this means is the ingredients are there for severe thunderstorms to happen, for other severe types of weather to happen. But it's not happening right now. If you live in Crawford County, in cities like Cambridge Springs as well as Meadville, just be sure to prepare, because there is a chance that all of this will likely move in. And it looks like it is moving in right now. It looks like northern Lake Erie. It's moving out of Canada, out of Michigan, through parts of northern Ohio. And given the direction of these arrows, could reach into maybe parts of Crawford County and again Erie County, but that won't be until later this evening, maybe until 10 p.m. Looking at the western end of this system, it seems like cities in effect could be Middleborough, actually 5 Points, Kearsarge, Sibleyville, Glenwood, Goddard, all within the next 10 to 25 minutes. These areas could see severe hail, maybe 40% chance of severe hail. Other types of hail could likely just be less than half an inch, so not as severe. Take a look at the comments right now. All right, Thundering in Little Hope. Yep, I'm sure of it. All right. Between Arbuckle and Wattsburg. Okay, Okay, yeah, between Arbuckle and Wattsburg, still seeing a bit of light showers in that area, though it is starting to get a little bit more moderate over in Arbuckle. Given this that the system is moving east-northeast, it could just reach Arbuckle. We could see hail reports just reach that area within the next 12 minutes. And severe hail chances 70%, though it seems like this accounts not just the intensity but also the area. So it looks like maybe just southern Arbuckle could see some severe hail. All up in the north, maybe the chances don't look as good. Jimmy Foster said it's starting to get heavier. Yeah, we are seeing a lot of heavy rain making its way through much of Erie County. This used to be 2 independent cells, but now a conversion to one big cell. And it seems like the cell is moving east-northeast throughout the county, and it's more in effect for southern Erie County rather than central and northern. As for your downtown area, it looks like downtown area is mainly in the clear as of now, but I can't say the same for Arbuckle or Wattsburg as well as Waterford. Waterford is still seeing heavy rain, as it looks like, and looks like we have just been issued a flash flood warning. Okay, yeah, hearing the weather radio, we are now in a flash flood warning, and you can see it is in effect for this blue outlined area right here. We can expect that for cities like Waterford as well as Sibleyville and Baghdad, Reed's Corners. Arbuckle is now in that flood area. And that's to be expected with all this heavy rain that is looking like it's not really going much anywhere. It is trying to move east-northeast, but it is moving pretty slowly. Let's look at this time lapse. Yeah, it's not really moving too fast. Let's click on one of these arrows right here. It seems to only be moving at 17 miles per hour. So yeah, it's not really moving very fast. That's slower than the speeds we typically drive around here. So yeah, and that's moving at 14 miles per hour. So yeah, it's a pretty slow moving system. And given how slow the system is moving, that's to be expected, flash flood warning. So yeah, if you live within this shaded area, it seems to be south central Erie County. Yeah, be on the lookout for flooded areas. Oh, looks like we're getting a red head outline right here. Uh-oh. Could that be a tornado warning?
What's that?
We're now getting a red outline. Could that be a tornado warning?
That could be.
Yes.
Yep. We're now getting severe. National Weather Service has now reported a severe tornado warning, and that is for much of Erie County. It's central Erie County into eastern parts, close to Corey. Looks like the cities that are in effect of this warning include Wattsburg. Let's take a look at the wind radar. Yep, we are seeing mostly red, so it is moving away from the radar, but we are seeing a bit of green as well. We are now looking at the storm winds, also seeing green and red. It seems like areas that could see the most rotation look to be about right here, just north of Edinburgh, southwest of Waterford. In this area, we're also seeing an aerial flood warning. So we go back to reflectivity. It's a slow-moving system with a lot of heavy rainfall, so that makes sense for the aerial flood warning. And if you look at the storm winds, seeing some green and red close together, that indicates rotation. It's radar indicated, so that doesn't exactly mean that tornadoes will strike down, but it does mention that we are seeing rotation within the system, so conditions are good enough to form tornadoes. Christina, yes, there is a tornado warning, and is indicated by this red outline. As you can see right here, the red outline shows the tornado warning. That's in effect until 6 p.m. right. So if you're giving us a tornado warning,
Yeah, how do you want to handle this, Ross? We got a tornado warning.
Sorry, Tom's talking right now.
You want continuous coverage for a while?
Right, because tomorrow, 21st, you go wet like that.
All right, thank you.
And our team of meteorologists come in.
It's in effect until 6 p.m. So it'll be over by the time 5 is over here.
Yep, Justin.
Tornado warning?
Yep.
Yep.
Some part of gun.
All right, are we still in the break?
We just went to break.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Just dig in extra minute, I don't know what the last lady
If you're
said.
joining us now, tornado warning in effect for much of Erie County, mainly central Erie County and cities like Waterford as well as Wattsburg. We're seeing a bit of a rotation indicated by the radar, given the green and the red, how close they are together. Again, this is radar indicated, so it's just showing conditions that are suitable for tornadoes forming. We're getting all that rotation there, though we are not getting reports of tornadoes touching down just yet, if at all. Now let's look at the base reflectivity. We're also seeing an aerial flood watch, and that's indicated by the light blue outline right here. And that's for cities like Waterford, as well as Reed's Corners, even over in Arbuckle. You can see this is the case because of how slow the system is moving. Taking a look at one of these arrows right here, 18 miles per hour, right there, also 18 miles per hour. So yeah, it's slower than a lot of speed limits within our area. So yeah, this stubborn system is going to help issue in some of a potential flooding for cities like Waterford. And we are still seeing a lot of purple shading as well. So more heavy rain coming down, and with it being pretty slow, we're gonna see some flooding. So yeah, if you're planning on driving within that area, I will probably wait a little while, just in case the roads get pretty bad. Patty, tornado warning. Yep, we have been talking about that. Tornado warning within this area. And I'll show this again. Storm winds.
Anything I can do to help you?
Check out Chad, get Chad up.
Let's start. Hey. Got all the time in the world.
Yeah, they're one.
Sorry about this. We are Tom May is about to go on, and he probably wants some help on the radar. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. All right, I'm back. Tom A is giving the broadcast right now, and he's probably likely talking about the tornado warning that is over in Erie County. And looking at the storm winds, we are seeing a lot of green as well as red close together. That indicates some rotation, so conditions are looking pretty good for tornadoes to form. That doesn't exactly mean a tornado will strike, but if it does, well, the conditions are pretty suitable. Oh, now the hail's coming. Yeah, Jamie, we are starting to hear some hail in this area right now. Yep, one of our producers, Dorian, just said it's hailing right now. Let's take a look at the radar. Yep, this is definitely indicating some hail. Severe hail at 80%, 100% chance within this shaded area. It's actually happening over in our station right now, and we are seeing a bit of a green over there, but yeah, hail is actually extending all the way over there. And if hail's happening here, then it's going to be pretty bad over there. given how heavy it looks. If you live around there, be sure to get some reports.
Obviously, the things you want to be concerned about as we look at areas to the east here are making sure you're in a safe structure, lowest level of a building if you don't have a basement, surrounded by walls, not windows. So here's some more, again, and if you have any reports here, guys, I'll be happy to take them from you. That's where the area of rotation looks right now, okay? But if you are in areas to the east, you want to be certainly prepared to be in a safe place. Waterford down in Union City on 97 there, and we'll widen it out, Dublin Road over to State Route 8 and 89 and Beaver Dam. So actually, the general trajectory of
Street on speaker, he says he's seeing a rotating wall cloud.
Okay, we've got our storm tracker on speaker.
All right, thanks, Sheree.
No, keep them on there and ask them where. Keep them on there and ask them where. We've got our storm tracker, Steve Marshall.
Listen out in, Karen, Marshall, what you seeing now?
So this is the track of the potential tornado. But what our storm tracker is saying, he's seeing a rotating wall cloud south of Waterford into Middle Village.
Rotation is very disorganized. It's just north of Edinburgh.
Okay, so right here is where we're looking, and our storm tracker is giving us great information, okay? He said that he sees rotation in the sky. You see how this just became less organized here, with the greens not touching the red? Okay, this is good news for you guys down there, because our storm tracker, Steve Marshall, just confirmed that the rotation is very disorganized. And what you see and what you saw in the last couple of frames here is that red was actually touching green, and that indicates rotation because green indicates winds moving towards the radar, red away. So when they couple or get together, this is a radar indicated tornado, not necessarily on the ground. And in the last frame here, confirmed by our storm chaser down there north of Edinburgh, it's disorganized. He doesn't see anything touching the ground. However, as you guys see, there's a warning still here until 6 p.m. So this is no time to take down your guard. You know, these storms can morph, they can lessen in intensity, and they can grow in intensity. So here's some towns with this storm moving to the east. The other things we're concerned about with it are hail, which can be anywhere from a ½ inch to 1 3/4 inches. So you guys under the gun are right down in here. Let me take some of this extra information on, okay? Right down in here, disorganized rotation between Waterford and Mill Village, okay? These areas, Flats Road, Wheelertown Road, Hull Road, Soroka Road, Church Road, French Creek, Hill, all the way into Mill Village. But as long as we have him down there, and as long as the Weather Service says it's a radar indicated tornado, then we don't have confirmation that it's on the ground. Keep him on the line there and give me any extra reports. Now, a more traditional view is this, and remember, we have other concerns here. We have a hail concern. So even though we don't have a confirmation of a tornado on the ground in this area, right down here, look at this purples and blacks in here, and we can get information on that as well. So I want to, and we're going to go over to another mode here. Just bear with me to check out the hail. Hail can do damage as well. So hang on just a second. If we look at the area west of Waterford, not tornadic, but the hail can reach up to 1.5 inches of diameter between Waterford and Wattsburg. So we have multiple factors here, but we do not have confirmed reports of tornado on the ground. We do have some hail. Jacob, you're on Facebook Live. You getting any reports?
I'm not getting reports as of now, but we are starting to see a hail on the radar, and
What's up?
but
Two. Want to operate
it's
this?
definitely
No, Jacob, we go
All right, we got time for that deal here too.
Okay.
So what I was saying on the air is we do have hail. We have some rotation in the clouds down here, and we have or a tornado warning until
Okay,
6 p.m.
sorry
So we're
guys,
just gonna
I'm
stay
coming
with
in
you,
on here.
get the latest
and,
reports until this thing pulls
I
out
just
of
came in.
harm's way.
I just came
Okay.
in right now with
Keep
some
your feet on the
pea-sized
line
hail,
there. That's one case
and
right
it was
in the
getting almost
vicinity
to
of the
nickel
rotation.
size right now.
But the
Got a
rotation
report
is in
out
the
of
cloud.
Waterford here of
Okay.
some very
So,
heavy,
the other thing we
heavy
wanna do is
rain
talk
as
about
well.
lightning.
And
Okay,
we
there is
do
a ton
have
of
some,
lightning with this storm. So even though we don't have
some
rotation on the
definite
ground, we
rotation
still
here.
have lightning,
This
we still
is
have
a
hail, we
dangerous
still have
situation here.
torrential-
Basically, if you live in the
downpours.
Waterford
And as you
area,
can see here,
Wattsburg,
this little blue thing,
and
it is a flood warning.
Wattsburg
So
area
you guys
right
here
now,
have
we
a
are
flood
looking
warning,
at
a
the
tornado
possibility
warning, a ton
of some
lightning, and some
tornadic
hail that
activity
can
here
range in size
as
from
we
a
head
half
on
inch
through
to an inch to
the,
3/4.
the
And
afternoon.
one of the best ways
So
we
what we're
use
finding right now,
to determine
is,
whether a storm is increasing or
this
decreasing
is
in
what we're
intensity
looking at.
is our
This is
lightning detection.
definitely
So you can see we're up to 100 strokes. Now this will be over the last hour. Now pay close
this is our
attention
bearing button
to
right
the
here.
counter here. We're going to go 1 hour back just to tell you guys south of 90 in those
This
areas
is
what we
big
see
time
the
hail,
storm doing. We start
and
at
we also
19,
have
we're low,
wind
we're low,
gusts
and
there.
now we're jumping
Again, reports
to
out of Waterford
102
has
lightning strikes.
reported.
So again, multiple factors going on with this situation. Lightning,
The
torrential
Waterford area
downpours,
right now is
causing some
reporting
flooding,
some
and a radar
that
indicated
reports of
area of
strong gusty
rotation,
winds
which is
buffeting.
confirmed, but only in the clouds from our storm tracker Marshall. Anything else from Marshall?
No, he's just moving east on Crane Road. He says that the rotation is still ragged.
Okay.
He doesn't see a lot of lightning.
All right, so here's some good news. We're gonna find our storm tracker here. We're gonna stop the loop, especially for you guys near these hail cores and down into southern Erie County, the Waterford area. Now, our storm tracker, Mr. Marshall is right here, okay? I'm gonna show you. He's right on Crane Road here, traveling east towards the south. If you would see rotation, it would be right in this notch here. But what he is seeing, his eyes, ground truth is that this rotation is ragged. He does not see a funnel on the ground. He does not see a tornado. He sees rotation in the clouds, and that is very important. And as I said, folks, again, you don't want to keep your guard down. If you look here, we've got multiple things in effect. The tornado warning, which again is radar indicated, is online for another 10 minutes. This is a flood warning down in the same area, and I'm not sure the exact expiration time, but that's in effect for several hours. It's going to be past 6 o'clock. So let's go into it one more time for you. And again, you guys over here in Warren County, nothing going on. Crawford County, nothing going on. Erie County, we're concentrating on you, but we're also going back. Okay, we're going to go back across the lake just for a second here, just to show you guys that there is another line here. Again, 40 miles offshore. And as far as these storms are concerned, you know, they're clipping to the east at about 40 miles per hour. So we could have this round anywhere, okay, into the area. Probably, you know, within the next hour to hour and 15 minutes. So we've got to watch that. But our concentration right now is in Erie County. You get any reports, T, of anything? Okay, we're on Facebook Live. We're on Jet Fox, your Erie Facebook Live. And if you want further and more continuous information, so you can go there as well, and you will hear Tom DeVecchio. But the areas of concern right now, again, are in the Waterford area and just north and east of Edinburgh. Okay, winds are picking up. He's still on Crane Road?
Still on Crane Road, yeah.
All right. Ask him what is he moving? Ask him what his cross street is.
Around 86.
Okay, all right. So he is right here, kids. He's 86 and Crane Road, and he's looking into the storm. All right, so he's getting a little bit more wind into the circulation there. So again, you guys, Fort LaBeouf area, south of Waterford, Edinburgh Road, State Route 86, Church Road, Indian Head Road, and then moving across here, our concerns are with this little notch over here. So if you're on State Route 97, you're probably getting some hail, and this area of potential rotation is moving towards you as well. So you guys over to the east of Waterford and towards Union City, this is the area of concern right now. But right now, we don't have any confirmation. We got a storm tracker right on this cell of anything touching the ground. So, and we're getting more information from him right now. So let me clear some of this.
Okay, thank you so much, appreciate it.
Okay, so we're getting air being lifted here.
Not that we know.
But it's a sweet notch here, and I don't mean sweet as in good tasting. I mean, this is a good notch that we got a guy on that we're going to continue to watch as it goes through the area. I'll move the street level mapping over here. And again, Kimball Hill Road, Java Road. We also are looking at State Road 8, and it comes down to Watford, Arbuckle, Beaver Dam. You guys, Sampson area, Wildville, Phillipsville. This is where the storm is headed. So you guys want to be in a safe place. Again,
I can't confirm that.
really. Basement if you got it, lower level if you don't, away from walls and windows, interior rooms, maybe pull something over you. Again, we don't have a confirmation that anything's on the ground, but those are the necessary and normal tornadic safety rules that you want to encounter here. So we're going to go back to the Doppler part of the radar and track it now. Remember that we're looking at the South County here. We're looking at Waterford, Mill Village, Union City, up to Wattsburg. That's kind of the quadrangle there that we're concerned about. And when you look at this kind of Doppler radar, you're looking for winds moving away from the, excuse me, let me grab my pointing tool here. Let's try it again, Tom. Winds moving away versus winds moving toward, okay? And we're getting a little bit of a notch here, okay? Again, he's not seeing anything on the ground yet? Okay, we're trying to maintain contact with our storm tracker, Steve Marshall. So we're going to go back in here and show you the areas of concern. Again, Waterford, you guys, keep your guard up. There's a little bit of leaching of the red into the green. It's not strong, it's not heavy, but right here, going into Waterford, you got a little bit there, you got a little bit to the south over LaBeouf Garden, and you got a little bit to the east here over 97. So these would be the areas of most concern right now that could be seeing front of Waterford.
We've got something forming north of Waterford.
Okay, now we're saying we're something north of Waterford starting to form. Okay, and this is the area that we're talking about right now. Okay, so I want you guys in these areas, right in here, in these streets, to make sure you're seeking shelter, like we've been talking about. It looks like, to me, on this latest scan, that the area that could be seeing some rotation and something starting to form is right here. Flats Road, I believe that's Niemeyer Road, South Chestnut Street, this area right here in Waterford. That could be where not only the radar is seeing rotation, but our storm tracker is seeing a little rotation.
Yeah, I can see
Okay, all right. And the other area of concern for you guys is over here in this area off of State Route 97. Again, and I'll dive down to show you the exact street level, okay? So you've got Kimball Hill Road, Middletown Road, Howell Road. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but this is 97 going into Union City. So that can also be a potential area of rotation. Now remember, the tornado warning is in effect till 6 p.m. and that's only 3 minutes away. But you know, they may choose to extend this. So those are the areas of concern right now. We'll talk about the other factors for a minute as we get more information for you. Certainly a lot of heavy rain being seen in these areas. And again, some of you may be seeing some hail in the purple here, Donation Road, as well as Scott Road, and over here to Kimball Hill Road. So we have other factors besides this little notch here. We have some hail, we have some very heavy rains in these three areas: Arbuckle, Waterford, over to Union City. Okay, so we're gonna hang on that.
It's weekly a bit from Waterford.
Okay, so we're tracking this mile by mile because although we want you to be in a safe place, it's nothing confirmed on the ground. Okay, So we see it weakening now again. You see how this stuff is getting ragged here. All right, it's not as clean of a notch. So our storm tracker, Steve Marshall, just said, okay, it's getting more disorganized now. So we go back to the storm relative velocity or the radar, and that's confirmed right here. A little bit of touching, but it's not bright colors, and it's not a good match. So east of Waterford, this area of rotation is weakening. And we'll go to the south here. You got him on the line, or?
He was taking pictures.
Get him on there. But we still watch over here along Route 97. This one's still connected. So you guys, again, West High Street going into Union City, Clemens Road, State Route 97, going out in Union City, right there. Now we've got another thing coming on here. So what we want to do is,
He said he lost the storm, he's gonna backtrack.
okay, all right.
Severe thunderstorm warning, Ashtabula.
Okay, so now what we've got here is you look at the view to the south on our weather camera here, and we'll do the best we can. We'll try a couple of them here, just to give you some live views. But again, this is coverage for people who can be in harm's way. All right. So even though it's not doing much of anything in much of our audience, there are people that are in harm's way. So we'll move this one over just a bit. That's the ragged cloud. We're going to look to the southeast past the transmitter tower towards the storm. This is the one down in southeastern Erie County. We'll also go to Edinburgh for a second. We'll be looking to the north to see if we can see anything on this live camera. And really not a whole lot going on. That's a south view. I'm sorry about that. We're going to spin it around and get a look at this. To Route 6N and 99. Any reports, T? Anything? Okay.
Nothing that you're not getting.
Can we switch to do some of this for me out there? Think about it.
I'd rather stay on Facebook Live.
Okay, Tom D is on Facebook Live. We are live in in Edinburgh now, and not seeing a whole lot of anything but nasty clouds. So I'm going to pan this one to the right if you live to the east of Edinburgh. Remember, the areas of concern have been Waterford and down to Union City. Certainly can have ominous clouds, can also affect the area with hail and heavy downpours. We do have that flood warning for southern Erie County as well, but we're not, yeah, if you want to do this. If you want to operate this and have Jacob go over there.
Okay, cool. Do you have IFB?
We're getting,
Get some IFB. Go ahead, keep talking.
okay. So that's Edinburgh to the north and east. All right, we're going to go back to radar here and just show you the latest. And we're continuing to get reports from our storm tracker, and it sounds like another warning is coming off from the National Weather Service in Cleveland. So it looks like they are continuing the tornado warning, all right, across the easternmost area of Erie County. So now they've got it east of Waterford. That's what we've been tracking. They're keeping it on for another.
They extended the tornado warning to 6:30.
To 6:30. So we're working our way through these areas so far. Nothing touching down.
Still radar indicated.
Still radar indicated, Tom D. So it started out here, the cloud, it's been going this way, but nothing as we know of. And this again is confirmed by the National Weather Service,
Close to Union City.
as well as our storm chaser Steve Martin. Nothing touching the ground yet. So we'll go back over here and we'll show you some stuff as far as, you know, the Doppler portion of the radar, greens touching reds, and where you could possibly get some rotation. Okay, so we're headed here, and so is he, along Route 97. We have several possibilities here, as you can see, around Union City. So again, you guys in Union City, Concord, Route 178, Lincolnville Road, Parker Road, Wager Road, as well as Route 8 as it comes through, as well as Route 6 as it goes out. You guys in this vicinity, Union City, feel free, or you should be taking cover. Again, we don't have anything confirmed on the ground, but here's another area of concern up west of Townville Road between Union City and Mill Village that can show some signs of rotation. But remember, the rotation being detected here is in the clouds, and that's confirmed by our storm tracker. So far, nothing on the ground yet. You got anything from it? Nope, nothing on the ground yet. So what we've got going here is a very nasty thunderstorm cell. And let me give you some more information about it as well as we check some of these skits. Okay, Arbuckle, Wattsburg, 614, 623. All right. Still the capability of hail up to 2 inches in diameter with that skid. So even though there has been no tornado on the ground, just rotation in the clouds, if you go over here, this is where you can get an R-day nasty hail. Again, State Route 8, north of Union City, Kimball Hill Road, Murray Hill Road, and to the east as you go towards Beaver Dam and eventually New York State, south of Arbuckle, and south of Wattsburg. So you guys in this vicinity probably hammered with hail and rain, as well as lightning. But we continue to work the map back across to the south and west. All right.
Jacob's ready to take over.
Okay, so one more little circle here for you guys. This is the area we're watching right now, west of Union City. And okay. All right, and that's where our storm tracker is. Right now, we don't have anything confirmed on the ground, but the tornado warning has been extended until 6:30 p.m. So it's got to get across this cell has to get across this little area here. Okay, and we're continuing to get reports from our storm tracker, Steve Marshall. So this thing's got about,
She's saying towards Mill Village.
okay, east towards Mill Village. Okay, it's got to go another 16, 17 miles before it gets out of here. All right, and it's moving at 20 miles per hour. So we've got, obviously less than an hour, but this thing is not moving very quickly, which is why we're staying here. And again, here's a shot to the east of Edinburgh on our sky cam, our weather cam from Edinburgh. We're going to do another shot to the south of our station, our tower camera here at Jet TV. Ominous looking stuff, but so far, folks, mainly some hail, some torrential downpours, a bunch of lightning, and some rotation in the clouds, but not confirmed on the ground yet. So let me get you back to radar here, and we'll continue to look at the situation. Now, let me clear the decks here. He's around the Mill Village area, you guys were saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's coming up underneath the storm here. All right, our storm tracker, Steve Marshall, looking into the storm here and here. He's seeing any other?
Still ragged, nothing organized.
Nothing organized. So we're here for you guys, mile by mile. Continue to take cover in these areas. All right, north and east of this little notch here.
Stations, guys.
Okay.
And jets.
All right, that's good. Especially within the hail shaft here, Lyons Road, Point Road, Castler Road, Murray Hill Road, Route 97, Route 6, because, you get heavy rain and, you can't see a funnel if it were to occur. But I think the best movement here is south of Union City. This is the notch, south of Union City, and going along to the east here, like along Route 6, towards Beaver Dam and towards Corey. This is the area of concern where there is rotation, but not on the ground, observed by radar and by our storm tracker, but above ground level. So those are the areas of concern right now. T, if you want to help me out a little bit, you got some time here?
He can take the computer for you if you want to go on that. He's
Okay.
ready to go. He's got the IFB.
And we can go to 6:30.
Okay, so we're going to stay with you until the threat is past, okay? And we're also going to look to the north and west here in areas where this squall line is coming on shore in Ashtabula. So what they've got going there is a severe thunderstorm warning, one county away. And this is why we're here, because we got multiple warnings in effect, and we've got multiple hazards. So you guys on the West County here in places like West Springfield and in Conneaut, Ohio, you have this line moving at you. You guys in the East Erie County still have a tornado warning, nothing confirmed on the ground, but some pretty good hail, some flooding rains, and a ton of lightning. So I want to do lightning one more time, then I'm going to join you on TV as we've got our crew in here and that can help me out from that standpoint. Keep me updated. Keep me updated on what Steve Marshall is talking to us about here, guys. Well, let me take these watches off for a second and just go in here. All right, we're gonna do a little reflectivity and a little lightning just to, again, check and see if the storm itself shows any sign of weakening. We will isolate the one that's causing the tornado warning for you guys between Union City and Wattsburg. There's your counter. Then we'll watch it go up, 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 up. I think we got an 87 there. All right, a 95. Now we're starting to see a decrease. So they have extended the tornado warning, even though there's not been any report of anything on the ground yet. But we are seeing a little decrease in the lightning. So that is good news there. Again, to repeat, the tornado warning and the flood warning down here, and I'll take all this lightning off for you guys, still in effect. Little chunk here in the tornado warning, and of course the flood warning is just because of the heavy rain. But this is starting to look like it's moving maybe a little bit faster to the east. Okay, so I'm going to do a real quick and dirty estimate here. It looks like it's moving at about 25. So if the back edge of this is 12 miles away from the border, it's less than a half hour before this cell moves out. So we'll continue to work the radar here. We're continuing to talk to our storm tracker, Steve Marshall. And any more from Steve?
You see anything?
We're waiting.
Got a lot of trees blocking his view.
Okay, he's got some trees blocking his view. So we'll widen it out here. We'll we'll just work the radar for you for a little bit here. Jen Mobelia's in here with the newsroom. Okay, she's going to give us some storm reports. So you're going to do radar, buddy? Yeah, we're going to do radar. Okay, so here we go. Coming back to join me here.
You can hear him?
Yes.
You can clearly?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Tom Max is going out into the studio. He's going to continue to go live there. And I will continue live here while he is out there. In the meantime, I'm going to clear everything out here. So what we have here, I'm gonna switch over here to the Buffalo radar because sometimes we can see the front of the storm here. First of all, as I chat here, I want to know, can you hear me? Okay, this is about as loud as I'll be able to talk here. So someone just say, yes, we can hear you fine. If not, I'll try and talk a little bit louder here. As Tom mentioned, though, tornado warning is in effect until 6:30, and we are looking at this core right here. As most of you know, like to use the Barron button here, and we have this is really something. Okay. Right here on Route 8, just south of Wattsburg. Let me get a look here. 3+ inch hail. Okay. Here's 2-inch hail here. Okay, that is serious hail, and that is serious. That is some serious type of instability that we are seeing here. So we're going to move here, and there is, let me get something on this one as well. Okay, right now, north of Union City. Okay, Steve Marshall is our man here. He is north of Union City. He is located probably where this red is, and as I that is where we have okay, rotation close to 58 miles an hour. Now, you may have heard he's reporting what we call ragged rotation. So it's not extremely organized here, and with the rotation speeds under 60 miles an hour, that's probably why it's probably why we're not seeing any kind of tornado hitting the ground. But that doesn't mean that we don't have some strong wind gusts here. So that Route 97 area to Union City, and you can see in between Castler Road, Lyons Road, and Route 8 here, just south of Wattsburg, and that is where. And here we have, this is just in the past 15 minutes here.
Yeah, that's slow is right off the lake. Come through the next half an hour.
And you can see it is moving toward the northeast. So Wattsburg itself, I think things are okay for you as far as this heavy hail. In the meantime, over in Union City, as mentioned, we're watching this good rotation here. Going back to reflectivity mode, you can see this isn't the area of heaviest rain, but this is the area of potential rotation. Here's a notch going in. That's what we like to look at. It's not a hook echo per se from Buffalo. Let me switch over to Cleveland. Whoops. So as we go into Cleveland, you can see good core there. Still a bit of a notch look here. I'm going back to Buffalo because I think that has the better look. In the meantime, you can see that again, potential circulation here around Union City itself. Let's go to base reflectivity. That or base velocity is not good here. We're going to go storm relative velocity, and you can see there is a little rotation here, Riley Siding Road, Elgin area. Okay, and we're Route 97 going right into Union City. It's weak at this point. And okay, the Barron button, unfortunately, the Barron button does not update as regularly as the velocity mode here. But these are areas that we are looking at. So again, tornado warning continues in effect until 6:30. And I am in touch here. Dorian doing his thing, man. Listen,
He says he's still seeing ragged.
Is he still north of Union City?
Yeah, he got it yet? He's a few miles west of Union City.
Okay.
But he sees just a small bit of rotation.
Okay. So he is a few miles west of Union City. That's probably this area right here.
He's approaching Union City.
Okay. So this is he on Route 97?
Yes.
Okay, so he's on Route 97, and he's saying a small bit of rotation. That's most likely this area right here, Route 97. Kimball, just to the east of Kimball Hill Road and to the west of Maury. Okay, we have a new warning here, severe thunderstorm warning in Warren County. We're gonna stay with Steve here, and we'll be listening here. But so far, we haven't heard anything of note. So we now have a tornado warning again, continuing in effect. Let me just double check that here on our live. Okay.
It's looking more ragged as it's heading east.
Okay.
Okay, good.
And that makes sense. Okay, what Steve is saying, the rotation in Union City looking ragged. Nothing really, I don't want to say nothing to worry about, but it's definitely something that we will watch. But we've had no confirmed reports of tornadoes on the ground at this time in southeastern Erie County. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Warren County. This is a preemptive strike warning. Oh, one thing I forgot to check here. Okay. Getting pea-sized hail at the Leisure Lake Campground. That is in Corey. Okay. And okay. Looks like we got another warning coming in here. Or nope, that's a severe thunderstorm watch. They've now extended it into Warren County. So that's what that is until 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. And that is, again, severe thunderstorm watch in effect, really for Warren County and for the most of the rest of Pennsylvania here, as you can see, until 3 a.m. Okay. And it's Crawford until 11, and then Mercer County until 3 a.m. So that's what that latest one is. So we've had, again, tornado warning continues here for Erie County. Severe thunderstorm warning, kind of a preemptive strike here in Warren County itself. For this band here, this has a good hail core, but the rotation with the system, as we've heard from our storm chaser and from what we're seeing on the velocities, is ragged. Usually we want to see these rotation areas closer together. That's storm relative velocity. That takes into consideration the motion of the storm itself. Base velocity does not. Okay, there appears to be a little rotation here on base velocity just west of Route 89. Okay, on the Roosevelt Highway. That's Route 6, by the way, and Tarbell Road appears to be the area here where could be a little rotation. Not impressed. Okay, not real impressed with it. As we kind of pixel query it here. So 16 in, 17 out. That's ragged rotation. So that's why I don't think we're going to worry too much about that particular. What's new?
Nothing new. Okay. He's going to break off to get the squall lines coming through.
That's coming through. Okay. So Steve is going to leave Union City here, and he's going to head on out toward the squall line that's coming in off the lake here. So again, we still have a tornado warning southeast Erie County, but at this point, we're not really seeing anything more than some hail and some strong damaging winds. Let me look, just one more quick look here from you guys, see what I'm hearing from you. Steady thunder, yeah, it doesn't stop. Trees down in Union City. We got some trees down in Union City. Any idea where they're, Ruthie? Can you give us a road or even some place that we can tell Tom Atkins? He is simulcast. Well, he's doing his thing on the air. Hail on Meadville Avenue and we have quarter-size hail in Corey. And Mead Avenue, not Meadville, excuse me, Mead Avenue there. Thank you, Sue. That's a good thing. Oh, it hit your house. Oh, okay. Are you okay there, Ruthie? Okay, is your house badly damaged? I hope it's not. I hope you guys are all okay there with that. Okay, that's okay. Don't look outside. Okay, we'll take your word for it. I hope everything I hope everything's okay for you. In the meantime, again, we've had hail here in quarter-size hail. Let's see if I can find that. I apologize. I don't know my roads in Corey too well. There it is. Oh, That's right. That's the main drag. Okay. So Mead Road or Mead Avenue had quarter-size hail.
On the side of where it also takes squall. So you said a couple trees.
Court, we have trees. We have several trees down Union City. And quarter-size hail, Mead Avenue in Corey. Starting to hail in Corey, 1 inch, another report, 1 inch hail in Corey. And so that's what we're getting here. Thank you all for that. And that makes sense to me based on what I see here. That, you know, I just hung up Liz, our weather watcher out of Corey. I just put her the voicemail. I have a feeling she's going to tell us something about that once that comes up. But as we put the Barron button on, okay, this is probably a little too far west. It's probably more east, but this is at least 2 inch hail here. That's radar indicated, okay, from Buffalo. So, you know, again, the hail, Mead Avenue, Corey, and 1 inch hail downtown Corey. And hold on, I might have one more for you.
We're in Corey at 624. We have hail now. It's about marble size, but it's coming down.
Okay, marble size, yeah. So 1 inch hail, yeah, 1 inch hail and Mead Avenue, quarter size hail. Okay, so obviously we're feeding each other information here. We got the Truer here. Jacob is the man helping out Tom A. All good?
There you go.
Okay, no. Good? Good. Okay, Jacob's good. And there it is. There's that black core again. So this just updated. Liz, our weather watcher, lives roughly in this area. Okay, and there's the black. That's 3 inch. Okay, it doesn't mean it's going to fall. That's radar indicated. Truthfully, it tends to overinflate the size here, but we are definitely hearing of a lot of hail in the Corey area at this hour. Barb, where are you at? Golf ball size hail. Where are you at, Barb? Pea and nickel size hail. Thank you, Kim, out there at Alicia Lake.
Sorry, feel that.
Okay.
Radar rush.
So again, Barb Spaveri, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Let me know. Yes, we are still under a Mead Avenue Corey. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I had to give a little info there to Tom Atkins. Golf ball size hail, that's something here. Starting to hail in Columbus. Of course, that is just east of Corey. Columbus getting some hail. So again, this is big time hail, absolutely. But at this point, let me just go back and do. Again, Steve Marshall, our storm chaser, is moving on to the squall line, which we'll look at in just a second here. One more look at the velocities, and there is nothing screaming to me here, rotation. Or anything, the rotation was ragged. This is now becoming more of a hail problem right into Corey, headed toward Columbus. So again, we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Warren County, and that is in effect until 7 o'clock, okay, which makes sense because it's just coming into the Warren area at this hour. So now I'm going to switch over back to Cleveland and look at this squall line that's been bearing down here, and I've neglected it for too long. So going back to Cleveland, and you can see, let's go right to base velocity here and see if we can find some rotation. Nothing on base velocity. Sticking with storm relative velocity. Right now, nothing is screaming except maybe this little bit right here. Okay, this little bit right here. Let me go back to base and see if I can zoom in. This is out over the lake. Okay, base isn't picking it up. Storm relative is. So this is north of Fairport Harbor. This is well to the west of Erie at this point. And as I switch over to reflectivity, it's an area of some very heavy rain right now. Let's bear and button this. Oh, okay. So this appears to be more of a hail event as well, as it makes its way into Paynesville at this point. So we'll zoom out here. And let me put this into motion. And let's see if we can follow the nastiness of the hail. And there it is. Watch it. Look at that. Bang. Again, this is Mentor, the Mentor area, Fairport Harbor, Paynesville. Okay, those are the areas. So looks like the movement of this is more toward the southeast. That would keep it probably to our west. So not going to worry too much about that. And there's not much here that we are seeing. Okay, I think I got some new updates here. Okay, I'm just checking one update here to see if that severe thunderstorm warning replaces. Okay, that replaces a tornado warning. Okay.
So 7 o'clock. Tornado warning is canceled. Severe thunderstorm. 7:15. 7:15. Destructive storm, winds 80 miles.
Yeah. Yeah. No. That's not 80. No, that's for Cleveland. That's not here. Just 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts potential and quarter-size hail potential through 7:15. Correct. Potential, yes. Okay, as you may have heard, the tornado warning has officially been canceled. It was allowed to expire at 6:30. So now, but we still are under severe thunderstorm warning now for these showers and storms coming in. Let me put on the reflectivity here. Now, what happened? Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Looks like the worst of the weather here. Now, this particular one here, you may not have seen anything like this. Anything new?
You got anything new? Okay, thank you. You can see the storms coming in. He's just outside Edinburgh, getting close to 79.
Okay. Right now, just tell. Oh, did he hang up? Okay. Okay. When he calls again, I'm not seeing much with these storms coming across here. There's not much rotation, and it looks like the hail isn't too bad, even though the warning has that. So, okay, so what we have here, again, looks like the storms that are coming in here from the west. Storms coming in from the west, again, velocities, not too impressive. Storm relative velocities, there is, there appears to be some rotation here, but they're not connected, okay? And, so I would suspect now Steve Marshall is heading toward these storms. I'm not seeing a whole lot of rotation here, or maybe ragged rotation. Storm relative, yeah, we got greens and reds here. So the storms themselves, this is covering a very large area. So that tells me that, stop this here. That tells you that there's the storms themselves, large area of rotation. But, and they could still pack winds over 60, 70 miles an hour. Okay, I'm not poo-pooing these storms by any means, but they don't appear to have enough rotation that strikes me as being tornadic. What you got here?
This is from Jade Winery in Waterford.
Jade Winery in Waterford.
Yeah.
We have the lovely Jen here. Okay. And I'm going to move this up here so you can see this beautiful girl here. Okay. But what we have here, let's see if the light will. There we go.
That looks good.
And where's that at again, Jen?
Jade Winery in Waterford.
Jade Winery, Waterford.
Yeah.
That is almost golf ball size.
That's insane.
That is definitely insane. Thank you, Jen. We do appreciate it. Okay.
Absolutely.
We got Jen and Sean out here too, by the way, and when we have a warning like this, everybody gets involved, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate it. We got, we got Dorian here. He's running the camera. We got both the camera. I'm sorry. What's your first name again? Aaron. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm not here at nighttime. I can't remember everyone's name. Okay. Dorian, you can never forget. All right. But, how's it going, everybody? So anyway, okay, too much fun here. All right, back to the whoops, wrong one. You don't want to see me. Not a big old ugly guy here. So let's move this over. Now this right here, this is a nasty warning. In fact, Cleveland issues, it's not a tornado warning, but in some ways it's worse. They have issued what they call a destructive severe storm warning. It's one of the new things that they give out when they expect wind gusts for 80 or miles an hour or more. And that's again for Painesville, Madison. This is well to the west of us, but you probably really haven't seen that before. And and we showed you the hail earlier. There's the Barron button. The hail core actually not bad here, and you can see there's not much rotation here, but this is packing some pretty good punch here, and that is why they have that particular warning. Oh, okay. That's right. I've neglected to show maybe some weather camera pictures here. I'm going to go first to Gerard. The Gerard camera. And I hope this is okay. Okay, here is Gerard. Oh, did we lose it? Okay, we may have lost the. Let me try this again. Okay, well, that's the airport. Okay. Oh, duh. Jacob is running the cameras here. So here's the airport right now. And look at this downtown. It's not rotating. A good wall cloud here. And it's not a rolling, shelf cloud. And as Tom Atkins, if you listen to him on live, it looks ominous. And there will be some wind gusts with this as it moves on through, and they could gust pretty high. So batten down and get ready to get slammed here closer toward the lake shore, as you can see as it comes in here. Gerard's okay. Gerard's basically getting the same thing here that we are. Hail stopped. Corey just rained. Thank you so much, Barb. Appreciate that. I think they're going to be okay, Jen. Again, just a lot of good wind. There we go. High winds and sheets of rain. Okay, there you go. They're in Girard right now. So what we have here, again, we have a nice little wall cloud, as you can see. Weather at wjettv.com. John. Okay. You got it. Heavy winds in Fairview here. So I think I can grab the control again. Okay. Corey.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of.
Okay. I'm good with it. I mean, I wouldn't argue with it on that. We'll stay live on Facebook, but yeah, okay. TV. We have no tornado warnings. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Anything from Main Street?
No.
Nothing? Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so again, you can see the squall line coming in. And we're going to go back to analysis mode here. And so we have, again, it's coming into shore here. Oh, that's right. I wanted to go back and check out Girard. Oh, that might be channel 4 here. Okay, here we go. There. Oh, okay. Nope, it's locked. That's why. Okay. So we lost, unfortunately, we lost Girard. Let's go and see if we have the airport here. Okay, airport, heavy rain. Right now, there is some gusty winds. You can see things are moving pretty nicely there, but that's definitely some heavy rain there at the airport. Nothing scary that I can see right now. So, and as you go back to the analysis, here we go. Okay, so here we have right now, let's see, Asbury, where's the airport? Okay. There's Fairview. Okay. Grandview. All right. There we go. Okay. Here's the Asbury Swanville area. So again, the airport around here, just getting things coming in. You can see some heavy downpours here, but we're not seeing the cores that we saw with those earlier ones out there. This is our base velocity, and again, not seeing much rotation here. In fact, I'm seeing very little right now. Storm relative looks like there's a little here over Erie. It is looking fairly ragged at this point. Not real impressed with the kind of rotation here in the Erie area. So as we'll be watching this. Our storm chaser Steve is going to give us a call here, and if he sees anything, he was on his way up into the Erie area. So again, not much here. We have a couple of away and forward areas of spin. Nothing heavy here. Nothing that screams to me rotation like we had about an hour and a half ago. So these are more These seem to be more heavy rainmakers. They still could have, now remember, the severe thunderstorm warning still in effect for another half hour here. And wind gusts could still hit 60, 65 miles an hour. And, that is something that, you're still going to see. And things is, the worst appears to be out here toward Geneva and into the Painesville Mentor area. And then as we put that into motion, we can see, looks like the balance of that is moving more toward the southeast. So I'm not really too worried about that affecting us. These showers here, again, nothing big time. We saw the airport. Let's go to check out downtown Erie, and we had a nice little, well, there's the airport now. You can see heavy downpour, but look at the light posts, not moving very much. Okay, so they are, they are moving a bit, but a lot of bark here, a lot of rain, could even be some hail here, but nothing. Okay, rain just starting to come here. Thank you, Jacob. Do appreciate that as always. And let's go to downtown Erie, and there it is now. So there, okay, now this one a little more ominous. The camera is not locked down as well here on the Renaissance Center, but a heavy downpour moving through downtown Erie at this point. Wind gusts, just looking at that, easily hitting 40. Maybe even 50 miles an hour, just below severe weather, just below severe weather stages here. Let's see, did we really lose? We may have lost the connection to Gerard here, and we're gonna try one more time. They say three's a charm. Yeah, we lost that unfortunately. Let's go to the Erie Land Lighthouse, kind of on the east side there, and again, you can see heavy downpours. The trees are moving. But the whole tree is in motion. On the old Buford scale, that used to mean about 30-mile-an-hour gusts. You can hear it, you can feel it, but it doesn't seem to be bothering the birds. Look at that. Birds fly in any kind of weather. I'm amazed at that. So here we have, again, some pretty good wind gusts here. 26, okay, got some storm reports here from the lovely Jen. 2611, wires down on the road there. 2611 Elk Street in Lake City. And in Fairview, of a tree on the road on West. Tree on a house. Also have another report, by the way, of a tree on a house in Union City. That was about 45 minutes ago. Okay. Someone on our Facebook Live said the tree landed on their house. I'll see if I can find that. That was a while ago. Let's see.
Route 5 in Lake City has multiple trees across the road.
Route 5, multiple trees across the road. Okay, I don't have a location in Union City, but it was about actually 25 minutes ago. So Route 5, multiple trees down Route 5. You say Lake City, Jen?
Yep.
In Lake City. So again, this looks like a rain event, a heavy rain event here. Now I noticed, I want to go back to Warren County here. And I'm going to switch over to Buffalo, where severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect. This one is the one that seems to have the most punch right now. And Jacob, can you get that one voicemail, see if it was like a storm report or something? Sure. Thanks. So this is it right here, and you can You can see a good core here.
Hey guys,
Oh, it's Lori from Edinburgh.
I'm flying here, but I have a friend who lives in New York City on 89 Road, and she said she has quarter-size hail, and it went through and it was pretty bad.
Okay.
The super high winds, lots of rain.
Okay. Lori confirming what we heard, from some of the other people. Yeah.
Wondering if this is built up.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that is okay. So I got another picture here to show you, courtesy of Jacob, the man, the legend. Okay. And wow, that is, of course. All right, I guess I got to go this way. Let's see, focus for me. There you go. Look at that. That is a classic hailstone. That is golf ball size. Okay, that's not quarter. But notice, look at how mottled it is. Okay, hailstones are not smooth. That is the up and down motion of that's the up and down motion of the updrafts and the downdrafts, carrying hailstones up. They grab water, or actually carrying stones in the bottom, go up to the top. That water freezes, comes back down, picks more water, goes back up again. That layer freezes, and that's why when you,
It's like an ice collecting cycle.
it is, exactly. Okay, if you like onions, you'll like hailstones. That's kind of how it goes here. So as we check things out, again, going back, we got some heavy rain coming in here. Is there any hail at all, Jacob? Be careful. Yeah, we're not hearing any heavy rain. We're not hearing any hail. Okay. And so here we have again. Let's check out the Barron button here, and we still got some good size hail here. Okay.
Was it touching the ground? That's the big question. Okay.
So you can see potential for up to 1.5 inches here from Columbus east along the Route 6 corridor, really, in the western parts of Warren County. But as we go to, again, base velocity, let me clear those numbers. Storm relative, again, very ragged rotation here. So I'm not too worried really about. So I'm not real too concerned right now with any tornadic activity in Warren County. And indeed, severe thunderstorm warning still in effect. And okay, we're getting warnings off toward our west here. Going to switch back over to Cleveland. Again, look at that. Cleveland is still picking up the core here. That's how steep that hail is. We have, again, a lot of, we got some warnings here. Looks like, okay, we got more from Jen.
Yeah, obviously there's trees down everywhere. This one's important. It's on Interstate 90 eastbound at mile marker 4. So it's happening right now. So
Okay.
they're trying to get PennDOT some help. So
Okay, mile marker 4. Is that like close to Cherry Hill? Probably. Okay, mile marker 4. I'm. Are you checking it?
that's
Oh,
close to Ohio.
I was about to say, I would have to think.
Springfield, maybe?
Probably.
I think Springfield. I'll let you know if I hear more.
Okay, thank you. Yes, exactly. Okay, so at mile marker 4, which is about a mile east, if I'm reading this right, of the Cherry Hill West Springfield exit on I-90. Would be good if I was on 90. There we go. Okay, so looks like it's roughly an I-90. Probably somewhere from the West Springfield exit to McKee Road. That's not McKee Road in Mill Creek. That's McKee Road here out toward West Springfield. Okay. And actually maybe, the Findlay Road. So there's a tree on the road on I-90. So you want to avoid that area right now. Because I'm sure they probably won't be able to clean it up until the squall line goes past. But otherwise, we have this squall line here, heavy rain, wind gusts, I'd say max about 35 from what I saw on trees. Not real impressed with the severe threat. What's that? Yeah, maybe to do kind of a damage control. Yeah, damage reports. So Tom Max is going to go back on live, or we're planning to go back on live, more to give damage reports and to give an update, of course, on the radar. So Jacob, be ready for that about 7. He'll probably go back on again. But here you can see, even you can kind of see even just by eyeballing it, the storms seem a little more fierce here in the in the Western Ashtabula, Lake County, and Geauga County, and these are moving toward the southeast. So I'm not too concerned here, but this is heavy rain. We have torrential downpours right now from really downtown Erie all the way to the airport. Let's go, or all the way into Cleveland, and we'll go back. Okay, this is the Erie Land Lighthouse. Doesn't look too bad there. Let's go downtown. Oh, there's the downtown. You can see heavy downpour, lightning. You can see the lightning. Camera not moving too much because the squall line has passed. Let's go to the airport and show you what's going on there. Not too bad. Again, heavy rain, but nothing is screaming to me, head for your basement type of deals here.
I think we measured the distance of the squall line, but with the it's like 41 miles, and some parts are 56 miles per hour. So it could move out within the next hour.
Okay, Jacob just did basically a quick manual storm tracking. We're figuring maybe another hour, the squall, you think, to clear the area or just to clear Erie County?
Maybe clear a specific area because every skid is
Yeah.
different speed.
Okay.
It looks like more likely for near downtown Erie, maybe even parts of southwestern Erie.
Sure. Okay.
It looks a little slower outside.
Okay. So, probably within the hour, we could see a lot of the heaviest of the heavy move out of Erie County or get along the Route 6 corridor. So as we check things out here again, we're gonna actually.
Okay, if you want to send it to
Guys, we selling in the bro. He says it's raining like cats and dogs down there.
But no rotation,
No rotation, no anything.
no hail.
It's raining too hard.
Okay.
Can't tell.
Got it. Okay. I'm not seeing, tell him I'm not seeing any rotation on radar.
Okay, on radar, we don't see any rotation. Okay, this is gonna turn more into a flood event.
Yeah.
The rain.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's kind of our concern here. You heard Doran. Okay, Warren County severe thunderstorm warning now in effect until 8 o'clock. We'll check that out in just a second here. Here's Edinburgh again. Heavy rain. Our storm chaser's actually there. Just raining like crazy. He's not seeing any hail. I'm not seeing it here. And again, the trees are moving, but we're not really seeing any heavy gusts here. That's probably over 40 to 50 miles an hour. Still packing a punch. Again, don't want to poo-poo these storms by any means, but I'm not seeing anything tornadic. I'm not seeing anything, nothing tornadic, no straight line winds here of any note. Now, the exception here, of course, is Warren County. Let's see if we, let's see how Warren County itself is looking. I haven't looked at the camera. All right, the Warren camera, those storms must still be too far west. So I'm going to, and there it is right there. Yeah, okay. I mean, obviously, here's Warren, and not much here. Warning basically for the northern half.
We'll look at the edge here, you know.
So you can see the movement here over the past hour. Let's do a okay.
We have a lot of good cameras. So that's very good.
So I'm going to do my own little.
Probably except for Warren. We can do it all. And then we'll.
So it's moving about 30 miles an hour.
You may do some skits. Just follow. You know.
Yeah.
So that would put out of Warren County in about an hour. So, but you can see, look at the core on that. Wow, that is, now again, this Barron button falling behind, but
It sounds like there's trees down at the entrance of the peninsula. They're trying to get rid of
3+ inch hail.
Trees down the end.
Trees down to the, checking it now.
I gotta be on here.
Okay.
Uh-oh, that's how you run to get Warren. You better hurry.
Erie Crawford County till 8:15. And Erie County. Severe thunderstorm warning. 70-mile-an-hour gusts. Potential. Okay, so we're getting reports, trees down on Presque Isle, and we have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings here. And these are, looks like these are, I know, packing some punch here. It's for Erie and Crawford County, Ashtabula County as well. This is radar indicated, okay, but they are, you know, they consider this a considerable event. Okay, why isn't that moving? All right, not sure what's going on here. Oh, because, okay, we're going to, there we go. Okay, so you know, we've you know, there are areas that are getting hit with some pretty good showers and storms at this point. Nothing new. Showers and storms and some gusts here, and we saw on the weather cams, you know, at least on the weather cams, not a whole lot in the way of so we're getting reports of trees down and wires down at the peninsula. I'm hearing Jen out in the background there, Jen Mobilia. So let me get some pixels here. Let me query it. 27, 29, trying to find something that would indicate some of those heavy wind gusts. And right now, I'm not seeing it. So I'm looking at the cameras here. Actually, Jacob maneuvering the cameras for us. And again, right now, we're not getting a lot of heavy wind here. But we do, you know, they are keeping the severe thunderstorm warnings out. Getting numerous reports, as you might guess, of trees down peninsula, mile marker 4, and I-90. That's a biggie. Okay, a tree down on mile marker 4. That's roughly West Springfield area, maybe just a mile east, perhaps, of the West Springfield Cherry Hill exit. So you probably want to avoid I-90. Not you want to drive in this weather anyway. So, okay. One thing I haven't checked a lot of is your comments. Shame on me. As we go through, we have, let's go
Marshall had a 50-mile-an-hour wind gust on it.
Edinburgh. Okay, Edinburgh had a 50-mile-an-hour wind gust in Edinburgh. So I'm actually going to report of a 50-mile-per-hour gust. Okay, 50-mile-an-hour gust again. So we have, again, we'll just zoom out here. Numerous severe thunderstorm warnings. Anything you see that's kind of a dull yellow there, or dull brownish, tannish kind of color. Those are warnings, and they're covering pretty much everyone as the squall line, the main squall line, moves on through. So it's a constant line. Now back to your comments here. Power out in Union City. Okay. We don't know, Jen, exactly where in Edinburgh, but it's probably most of it with the squall line. He's down west of Conneautville. Okay. So again, Conneautville with trees down. And okay, got some hail in Waterford. Thank you very much, Shelley. Trask Road, Waterford. Okay, we got some hail. Oh, I've yelled many times, Ed. I've yelled many times. You just haven't heard me. Wind going up and down. Thanks, Lori. Okay, we do appreciate it. Power flickering. Again, this is what we can expect when you get wind gusts and lightning. Got hail in Chandler's Valley. Okay, thank you, Mary, for that report in Warren County. We have the main squall line here, and then we have this other good little squall in northwestern, getting into north central Warren County. Numerous lightning bolts. And but so far, I'm not seeing rotation. I think the tornado threat is lowering, but the hail threat definitely there. As we let's go to the Barron button here, and you can see. Look at that. That's actually some good here in Warren. Okay, that's from Cleveland's. That's too far off. Let me see if Buffalo picks that up. Okay, no, but look at that hail core in between Sugar Grove and Spring Creek, and we'll zoom in a little more. Sutton Road, Peterson Hill Road, just east of Lottsville. Again, this is probably a little farther east now. Let's get a movement on that hail core. You can see, look at that, the white. I mean, that's nasty hail. And look, moving more east. So Chandler's Valley looks like it's headed toward you. If actually, what we just heard, there's hail in Chandler's Valley. There's the hail core right there, a little bit farther north of you, back toward Peterson Hill Road, Page Hollow Road. Sugar Grove, I think you're okay, at least in the middle of Sugar Grove. Chandler's Valley, you're getting hit here. No power in Townville, okay. You got hail there in the sugar. Okay, so you do have hail in Sugar Grove. You're just not in you're just not in the meat of the hail. And again, the hail indicators go all the way up really to the New York border there. So it's not unusual that you're getting the hail. But the worst of it seems to be getting real close to Chandler's Valley along Jackson Run Road. Is that Eccles? I hope I pronounced that right. Eccles Road. This, I believe, is this route? Oh shoot! What is the route number? The route number is not there. It's the one that offshoots Route 6.
Okay. Okay, cool.
And I apologize, it's escaping me right now. The one that goes right through Sugar Grove.
Once this line goes through,
So that's moving slowly toward the east. Warren, not seeing it hitting you. Looks like this could be moving more toward Russell and Putnamville, Lander area. You guys, I think, are more under the gun with the nasty stuff. Jackson Run, you're gonna, obviously you're gonna get it. Warren, you still, could get some hail out of this, but maybe not with the hail. So right now, I think you're good as far as the nastiness. Everything appears to be staying north right now there in Warren County. I'm just going to check the Weather Service wires here. I want to see if there's anything new on the chats here. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for Warren until, okay, that's old. Okay, let's see. Okay, timestamp. Okay, till 8 o'clock. Ping pong ball size hail. You don't hear that too much for Warren. So that's kind of what we can have with these. Nasty hail, gusty winds that could hit 60 to 70 miles an hour as they move across Warren County. And as we check things here, again, Erie, Crawford County, I'm not, again, some gusty winds here as it moved on through the Wattsburg area. Usually the wind gust, if you remember, right along where you get that big peak rating of color change. So Elgin area, Follett Road, Wheelock, Beaver Dam, Ranges Corners, along the Route 6 corridor there. That's where you can get the best wind gusts before the heavy rain comes in. As far as severe threat, basically north of this line, I think we're good. So downtown Erie, Fairview, Girard, Conneaut, basically north of 90. I think the severe threat is basically done. Let's see, not quite in Waterford. McCain, not quite yet. What's that?
Some good pictures here.
Okay. What's that?
I don't know how that's possible. I mean, you can insert the pictures somewhere.
You talking about?
What do you mean? He wants to have pictures show.
Oh gosh, you have to save them. I mean, you have to get them off the email and save them. Or you can log into email. That's a lot to do right now while you're trying to listen to him. There's nothing I can really do. So here's Meadville. You can see kind of angry looking clouds here. These are turbulent clouds, kind of like Mamadas, which we usually see when there's a lot of turbulence. The winds strong, but not too bad. not too gusty. Chestnut Road is clear right now. So zooming out here, again, the worst weather appears to be Warren County. Oh, that's right, I want to check other updates here. Okay, no new updates here. Okay, so again, probably the worst of the winds are probably with this squall line here through Wattsburg and into Union City. Anyone in those areas, let me know what you got here. Okay, heavy rain, Linesville, mile under the ominous cloud. Thank you, Tammy. Tense cloud ahead of the rain. Thanks, Sid. Okay. Okay, any of you hello? Okay, I got Liz on the line here, guys. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that's what we got from others too. Okay. Okay. Yes, yeah, it's not good there. Hey, Liz, so you're not getting any real good big wind right now? Okay. 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 If you do, you got another line coming in. I'm actually live on Facebook as we're speaking here. So if you get anything in the next, probably if it happens to be next like 15 minutes, you get some good wind gusts. Let me know. Leave a message if I can't answer. Okay. Thanks, Liz. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Bye. That was Liz, our weather watcher out of Corey, and wonderful woman who does such great work, just like so many of you. We do appreciate everything that you've done. She had almost 2 inches of rain, by the way, and you know, something we haven't really talked about, and I'm actually surprised that there aren't any more flood warnings out. But okay, well, we got a couple here, as you can see, out toward Mentor. So we have, again, some warnings now getting extended into Oil City, the Mercer area, and you know, these are all moving off toward the south and east. But it's Warren County here that really is getting pounded. Got dark in Columbus. Anyone out there on the Warren County? I know it's not in the most heavily populated areas. Okay, looks like another warning popping up here. Oh, aerial flood advisory. Or State College. Okay, severe thunderstorm warning. Still continuing until 8:15. So it looks like that's actually the same warning. Okay. So here we have, again, a good core there. Okay, now it's all of Warren County. All of Warren County now. They just issued it. Not so much for this band. This heavy band will stay to the north. Now it's
Yeah, state 15 for
Yeah.
all.
All Warren County. So severe thunderstorm warning, all of Warren County, not just for this cell, but for this line now that's moving through Corey and headed along the Route 8 corridor. You know, these have had a history of producing some very gusty winds as well. Okay, winds picking up out there in Columbus. All right. Okay, so again, we have as we check out. Let's check out that nasty cell again here, just to the south and east of Sugar Grove. Doesn't either time is moving slow, but it doesn't seem to be moving very fast here. Now again, nothing on base velocity here, nothing on storm relative velocity. Looks like there's a little bit of a spin here. Kind of interesting. Let's see if we can pick it up on. Okay. So there is some little rotation here. We'll kind of see what happens with this one. That one's kind of interesting. What's that? Is that your one? Oh, okay. Sorry. Got it. Okay. I want to check that out here. And I'm checking something on my phone. And so if you'll just bear with me here. Okay. All right. Just wanted to double check on that rotation. So a little rotation here. Let's see what comes of that. It's right on the edge of the squall line here as it makes its way. It's south of Corey, north of Spartansburg, right in this area here. You know, just along, looks like I think that's 89. Oh no, 77, excuse me. Going into Spartansburg, just north. Okay, little rotation. It's not what we call gate to gate. Not much touching there. So this is telling me it's just a rotating storm. We'll keep an eye on that as well. But no other, nothing else of note here. There's that hail core, and it's still nasty here. Just around the Chandler's Valley area, as you can see, Jackson Run Road, and here's the movement over the past 20 minutes. And okay, so it looks like it's just getting into Lander now in Putnamville. Backup corners, just north of Jackson Run is the worst of it. Of course, you're probably still getting hail here. So far, here's Warren itself down here. You are well south of the hail core. So these are areas, again, Ackley, Russell, and farther east out towards Scandia. You may want to watch for this as well. So it's not going through a heavily populated area of Warren County, but we still have people there. And Lander getting pounded right now. But this is mainly a big hail event, but gusts could still hit 60, 65 miles an hour. So that's kind of what we have at this time over in Warren County. So as we check things out here, the storm's starting to pass Corey. Liz did not call back. That tells me that she probably didn't get a lot of wind with hers, anything like her. So again, basically, if you are north of this line, you're good for the rest of the night, I think. All the lake shore is good. Fairview, basically from West Springfield to Northeast, including downtown Erie. We have to send you the voicemail there. Sorry. Okay. Corey area, Wattsburg, Most of Warren County, you still have this line that needs to go through. And headed toward the Greenville area. So western parts of Crawford County. So we have, again, warning notes for Chautauqua County. Don't want to leave you guys out as well. That warning is in effect until 8:15. So haven't been real impressed with any nastiness, at least south of I-86. Heavy rain, we got some hail in there, but no extreme danger as far as I can tell here so far. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, let's get that out. I'm checking some damage reports here. Okay, we had some hail here, McCain, 1.5-inch hail. That was reported at 5:54. We've had some creek and river flooding now getting reported here, and probably along the creeks and streams. Getting reports of now we're getting flooding reports, basement flooding, some rivers and creeks overflowing. Let me see if I can get a place here. Okay, nothing specific, but it's in Erie County getting basement flooding, especially closer toward the lake shore. Flooding, basements, rivers, streams starting to overflow their banks. Okay. Heavy rain, lightning, calm right now in Columbus. We've had numerous reports of damage, numerous reports of trees down almost everywhere, really, here along the lake shore. From Lake City, had some reports of trees down in Girard, reports of, I think, a tree on a house in Lake City, another one in Union City. Again, are the storms over? Well, they're pretty much over, at least the severe stuff. Basically, north of Wattsburg, Waterford, Albion, this line right here. And soon for French Creek, Sherman, New York. So Erie, Harbor Creek, Fairview, Mill Creek, Summit, we're good with these storms. Still raging here in Crawford County. Spartansburg, Centerville, Townville, Sagertown. We have this as well. With some with the potential for some good showers and storms here.
These are all severe thunderstorm warnings here, folks. Up and down the lakeshore, over to Cleveland, down to Warren, Ohio, through Oil City and Warren, PA. This is the score line here. Now, we can pick it off and tell you that Erie County, 8:15, Crawford County, 8:15, Ashtabula, 8:15, Warren, 8:15, Chautauqua, 7:30. Okay, so that's how long these warnings are in effect. The other thing I wanted to do here is get it back to reflectivity and clear this stuff off, just to give you an idea of when you might be seeing the end. And there's two ways to do this. We'll take the squall line first. I want to run the hour loop just to give us an idea about how fast this thing is moving. It went from Conneaut down to Titusville. So this thing is booking. All right. So basically, we're looking at a distance of at least 40 miles per hour on this. So having said that, just so you guys know, you know your locations, but we can kind of roughly predict when it's going to be hitting your area. In other words, coming into Warren, now I know you got that cell there, the actual squall line, less than a half hour away. Titusville, it's on top of you. Oil City, probably in about 15 minutes. The other thing we can do, which can provide more encouragement, is we can take the back edge of the squall line or the heaviest rains, continuing with the 40-mile-per-hour estimate here. So let's take the back edge of this, and we'll say that, oops, that's not the one I want. Let's just say that we can go from where the back edge of it is there through Warren. So, that's past you in less than an hour. Okay, so this is a quick hitter. If you're in the lighter rain here in green, like you are in Erie County, and you're wondering when that's going to hit Meadville, another half hour. That should be diminishing. In Corey, now there are pockets, little pockets there, some heavier cells, but I'm talking about the main squall line. Corey, looking like this. You're in the brunt of it right now. When does it lighten up? Well, probably in another 15 to 20 minutes or so. Meadville, you're in the thick of it right now too. When will it may lighten up? About a half hour from now. Okay, but you can already see that it's a lighter rain situation here. So that's just some hopeful news on there right now. So I'm going to go back. We'll do a couple more candles. More information for you. Okay.
Do you have a power outage map? Do you have a power outage map by chance on your
I got it.
timeline? Yeah, but I need it on his timeline. I think we have a power outage map. Okay. Okay. So Tom is back out there, so I can start talking again. And I believe we have we just got updated maps here. So studio frames. Maybe
2,830 customers are out of power in Erie County.
Okay, 2,800 people, customers are out of power in Erie County right now. And okay, I thought we had one here. I know we do, but of course I can't find it. So maybe I can find it, maybe not. But there again, you can see Meadville getting hit. I mean, that's kind of in the thick of the rain right now. And you can see the trees aren't moving too much, not too bad out there in the Meadville area right now. So I don't think that I'll be able to get that power outage map for you there. But you said you have it called up, Dorian?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait a minute, how stupid. I guess I could, if I can't show you the map, I can at least probably show it to you here. Right. Current outages, just calling the map here. Outages map, Pennsylvania, New York. Oops. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move. Oh, that's right, it's the other way. Okay, so here's the power outages map in case your power is out and you can't do it. It's very sensitive too. You can also do outages by county. And Erie County right now is at 20, again, we said 2,830 out. Crawford County is 876. And Warren County is at 0 so far. Okay, so that's the latest power outages that we have. And we've had numerous reports again of trees down, too many to really report here. But believe me, we got a ton of them. And, you know, right now, I want to stick with what is going on Base velocity, okay, we're now, interesting here. Of course, actually, it doesn't make sense because it's going to go along the long axis. So this is really, let me put storm relative here. Okay. What's happening, because Buffalo is north-south, so it goes from away. There's a little bit of here, but this is really nothing of note. Excuse me. And not real big on the spin here. There's some rotation, but nothing big time here. Wonder if that's the area where the nasty hail is. No, hail's a little bit farther north. Looks like it's diminished a bit, but still 1 to 2 inch hail is possible. In the meantime, you can see the reflectivity there. Still looks like it's kind of lost a bit of its punch here in northern Warren County as far as the hail goes. But let's go back to that storm relative velocity. A little spin, but again, not real bullish on that. And we had that other spin near, that was near Corey. And that, okay, that's kind of moved into here. Let me go backwards and make sure that's the same one. Yeah, that was there. Okay, so there it was. You can see it's spreading out here. And you may think, oh, that's a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. Okay, elongated spin means that there will be some good heavy, heavy gusts of wind potential. But I'm not seeing any kind of rotation here as it heads toward the Youngsville area. Okay, so here again, and it's right along this leading edge. Okay. Right here, leading edge, Youngsville down toward just west of Tidiu. That's where the biggest gust will be. So severe thunderstorm warning continues for Warren County. That is until 8:15, and that is what.
I've got working on a computer that doesn't have my password in it yet.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Just stay with me. Watch the radar.
So here we have again from Titusville, right along the line. That's where the worst of the wind gusts are going to be right now. And we've had gusts that have approached probably 40 to 60 miles an hour. Some of the worst ones there.
Power outages.
You can probably hear Tom there. We've had a lot of power outages, 2,800 and counting for Erie County. And Crawford County had about 800. We had none officially in Warren unless it just updated now.
All right, so over here in Crawford County, oh my God, look at that customer. Oh, that's the customer serve, right?
Yeah, it's the other number.
Customers affected, 876. In Crawford County, that number is bound to go up.
Okay, it just went up about 25 in the past 10 minutes.
Just went up, as some of you saying in the background. Warren County, no customers affected, but that's going to be
that'll change
to go up as well.
That'll change.
Okay,
so we have again the line moving through here, and this other batch going across. Jacob, do you want to take over Facebook Live? Okay. I'm once Tom Atkins is signing off, I'm going to hand the reins over to Jacob, and he'll take you through the rest of Facebook Live, and I will probably be heading on out. Jacob, who is technically on vacation, is not on vacation now. Okay, but you get the full day off tomorrow, Jacob, and it's Friday. So in any event, we'll have some. We've got this line here. Looks like almost all of Erie County is in the clear, and you may have heard Tom Atkins earlier. This line should be out within the hour, and then we should be in the clear in all areas. So, about another hour here for get out of Warren County, Crawford County, and into northern parts of Mercer County. But the hail's still going pretty strong here, and looks like just north of Russell. I'm going to see if there's any updates on the warnings here. Sometimes they issue updates to their severe weather warnings. Warren County okay, that's an older one. So they're keeping the warning continuous severe thunderstorm warning until 8:15. Let me read this here. Still potential for some quarter-size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So Cleveland is continuing their warnings across the area of Warren County. Okay, here's the okay, they've canceled looks like they've canceled the severe thunderstorm warning for Erie. Erie County severe thunderstorm warning is canceled, and the northern half of Crawford County. Yeah, looks like they don't have that on there, but according to the map.
Oh yeah, it's on that.
Actually, I better double check on. Yeah, no, yep. So.
Good. Yep. That's it.
Okay, so warning's still in effect here. Looks like they've cut it out for again for Erie County, northern over the northwestern half, 1/3, almost 1/2 of Crawford County. So a line from Jamestown to Pittsfield. Okay, we got a new warning here, probably in the Pittsburgh area. Yeah, they have now put severe thunderstorm warning for Mercer, Clarion, Forest, Jefferson, Lawrence County, Venango County. Severe thunderstorm warning until 8:30 for Mercer and Venango counties. Until 8:30. Hey, Gene. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's got a nice little core headed your way, Gene. If you get anything, probably within 15, 20 minutes when the main core gets in. Heavier rain will start a little sooner. Yeah, you'll get it. You'll get your share. All right, Gene. Thanks for the call. Sure. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, that was Gene Scandia. He's not getting much there, but you can see they haven't been hit yet by the hardest of the hard here. In the meantime, you can see some of the nastiness here. So Barron Button showing a swath here of 1.5 inch hail potential with this. So this is still a potential for hail, particularly basically north of Scandia, but this is going to stay well north of Warren. Now this is kind of interesting here in Youngsville. Let me put the reflectivity back on. Okay, I'm gonna do a pixel query on that, probably less than 58. Okay, so got some good wind here in the Youngsville area with wind gusts over 50, with the potential wind gusts up to 58 to 60. So again, I don't want to wind things, it's winding down up here, but not for you guys in Warren County. You still got some good stuff there. And again, it's right along that leading edge. That's of the, not so much the yellow, the red. Okay, the leading edge, the rain dragging that air down and really allowing it to, to drag some of that air and some of that momentum. So you get some good initial gusts there that could hit, severe limits of 60 or 65 miles an hour. So out toward Titusville, looks like the biggest wind gusts are passing you now, and they'll be getting into Forest County as well. Let me check some of the.
Yep.
Okay, just looking. Yep, flooding is definitely a concern here.
You guys have all that soft bill what's coming in. That's the file.
Okay.
So we're looking at that on Facebook, and we're looking at this line continuing. But anything new, you guys? Any new reports? Anything on chat? Do we have anything on chat?
Nothing new other than the warnings.
Okay.
The new warnings.
All right. So that is good news. National Weather Office, National Weather Service offices operate what they call a check, and this is where people can file reports and whatnot. And
They just issued a couple of updates. You probably see it on Cleveland.
tell me what they are.
Quarter size hail, about 1 inch at 6:15. It's damaged some vehicles, tore off. That's in the Elgin area.
Okay.
And the other ones for Cleveland, Cuyahoga, flooding out in Cuyahoga. So those are the two new ones. That's the only report out of Erie County.
We've been getting great coverage all the way up and down the line. And we're just waiting for it to go a little bit further through Warren County, and we'll be in good shape there. So we'll continue with weather camera in Warren, and we'll get you guys a little bit.
Okay, so again, as you heard, Tom Atkins came in checking things out with this line of showers and some severe thunderstorms here. You can see the line going all the way back to just south of Cleveland, and the best ones maybe right here at the bow. The ones that went through Tidiute, Pittsfield, Youngsville. This bow right here headed toward the Sheffield area. So again, sorry for the lack of voice here. I'm just trying to ascertain things as we check things out here. So again, it looks like that line's kind of catching up to that cell there that's about to hit Scandia. So we have this solid line here that will probably move out within the next 30 to 45 minutes.
Great.
And just looking at some other issues here. Okay, so what we have here, again, we have some numerous power outages. Let's see if anyone in Warren County has had any more here. See if they've updated. Here, we'll refresh this and see what we got here. Crawford, okay, it's shot up now, almost 1,900 out. Erie get over 2,800. And anyone in Warren County, okay, Warren, right now they have saying fewer than 5. Those may go up as well. Of course, a lot of these storms are hitting, in Warren County especially, a lot of the strongest storms are hitting sparsely populated areas. So Warren getting hit right now with some good wind. The wind, looking at the weather camera here, piggybacking off of Tom Atkins here, wind gusts there. Looks like it could be hitting maybe close to 45, 50 mile an hour perhaps, the way some of those trees are moving. So, and again, just like what we've said, it's right along that red yellow line, especially. That's usually where you get the gustiest winds, right on the leading edge of the stronger wind gust here. So let me go back here. Anyway, there's got to be some Warren people who are getting this. Okay, thank you, Chris. We got a report here. I-90, no issues with that tree, so it looks like things are okay now on I-90. Thank you, Chris, for updating us on that. Lori's got pouring rain in Warren. How's the winds there, Lori? Lori Cummings, how's that wind looking? It's pretty gusty there by the Veterans Memorial Bridge. I would estimate at least 40 at least, maybe up to maybe over 50, 50 or 55 perhaps, the way those trees are moving. All righty. Okay, so again, moving through Warren, probably similar situation. So Clarendon, Cherry Grove, Sheffield, within the next 15 minutes, you'll see some of those strong gusty winds heading your way. So we also in Venango County, Cherry Tree, Rossville, Oil City, and Franklin, things are knocking on the door as well with you. And whoops, okay, nothing new here to see on the phone. So New South Lawrence Park, yeah, we're not like I said, we're talking severe weather here. There's still some pretty good rain, as you can see. A lot of yellows and reds here. There's still some downpours. We're not done with the rain here in Erie, though it looks like the back edge will be coming in soon. It's the severe threat that we are looking at right now.
Just a second, okay. Great job, Jacob. And we just want to review everything here. So we're going to go region-wide. The squall line continues to go through. And we'll take this off for a second. Ah, that's a good one. We're going to give you a little bit of hope in a second here. Okay? Get out of that. And get out of that. and put this back on. Okay, those are little hail cores. But what you can see here, folks, is the fact that areas are being cleared of these warnings. So if we take the latest frame here, you can also see that Chautauqua County, no more warning. Erie County, no more warning. If you bisect Crawford County from northeast to southwest, the northwest portion of Crawford, done with their warning. So still looking at southern Crawford, Mercer, Venango, Forest, and Warren counties right now. But the guys just noticed something very cool. That is Warren, and this is Erie Bayfront coming up at you very soon here. So hang on, look at the contrast. All right, still some drops pulling in front of the camera lens right there. We're actually getting a little bit of a sunset. So why don't I just use the cameras here and just show you how things are improving. And this is what you guys to the south and east in Edinburgh and Meadville and Warren will be seeing. Downtown, what a glorious view right there. Sunset taking place over Presque Isle. I'm going to spin it a little bit just to give you a little bit more of a reference point there. So we'll go to the right. Beautiful sunset starting to take shape. Across the bayfront, across Presque Isle, up towards Canada. My camera is slow, but we work with what we're given. And there you go. So hopeful signs coming in from the northwest as you look. State Street there. A little Girard for you. Lakeshore shot there. Still the rain coming down. Still cloudy and gray with rain there. Erie International Airport. Looking out on 12th Street here. Some lighter rain there. Those are our main views. Here's the Land Lighthouse. And still drippy by the east side of Erie and the cliffs there. But that will be improving soon. And the folks in Meadville, live shot coming up from Meadville. Still raining, and you can get rain. Have we heard of any more flood warnings or flood advisories that have been issued at all?
So, but Julie has been one piece, so I think go back to the radar.
Okay, well, just a sec. All right, we'll get through tower cam here. Still getting some showers at the station. Finally, last to Conneaut Lake. And some brightening there, but still raining. And of course, Warren, you guys are in the thick of it right now. So that's pretty much what's happening with that. So we want to go back to radar for a second here. Let this get to the Warren area. And
She was wondering what this bar was. This bar time.
no, it's probably the capture. It's a capture. So close frame capture. There you go. Much better now. All right. So again, that's your warnings. We're getting clearing to the north and west. The actual reflectivity here, I mean, you guys can pick out what's going on. There's the squall line. There's some lightning strikes. We can measure this stuff offshore, and this is why you're seeing some breaks in the clouds. Back edge of the rain, about 20 miles offshore of Erie, about 14, 15 off Ashtabula. The lighter precipitation in the green, some moderate hits in here, but the real nasty stuff is out there. So concentrating once again on Warren County, and then we'll kind of wrap things up for you here, because you guys are still going through the thick of it. So we'll continue to do a little bit more of radar and Warren, and then we'll also take a look at and hopefully one more shot of the camera. This is
Okay, we are back on here. And looks like things are going to be calming down here for the most part. And morning's going to be ending in 15 minutes. So things have calmed down in Warren and moving east of Route 6. So I'm going to shut it down here and say thank you all. We've had numerous reports here of trees down. We may go back later on. Either Jacob or Tom will come back later on and pick up perhaps if things pick up, or if you want to do maybe kind of a damage report, we can do that. But I want to thank you all for hanging with me. Appreciate it. And we'll be signing off. But if things change, we'll sign right back on. Thanks a lot. Take care, everyone. Stay safe on the roads.